everybody!
Hello!
Welcome back to this week's episode of Dungeons and Demigods!
Dungeons and Demigods!
Oh, Kate, never again. Never again.
I made the
Never
mistake
again.
of also having the stream on at max volume, so I just heard
never
Aaron
again.
twice.
Who did that?
That was Kate. Never
Sorry.
again will Kate be doing that, or I will be server muting her at the beginning of every episode. Hi!
Jesus.
So, we are back.
Oh, I'm already moving at a frame a second. This is
okay. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Oh.
We're fine. Because we're back this week. Most of us took part in a really awesome charity stream this weekend, so a lot of us are really tired, but we had a really good time doing it, and we raised like 7 times our normal goal,
We raised so much
our
money.
wanted goal. It was really
And
cool.
Aaron ate Vegemite.
Aaron ate
Shut
so
up,
much
Hannah. I'm gonna fight
Vegemite.
you.
Aaron ate
gonna
so
fight
much
you.
Vegemite. Oh my god.
And you all donated to do it.
Yeah, repeatedly.
It was awful.
That's-
Anyway,
That's $1.69 I spent.
I hate everything about you so much. Alright,
My
my
dies
dies
is definite.
episode.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go ahead and introduce you to our cast of colorful characters, starting with the person who, on the overlay, is that way to me, I think.
I think
Yes.
so. Hi,
Yes.
I'm Hannah Scooter. I'm Scooter-Later on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. I speak for the Flumps. I am the Flump Queen, and I love them. And if you don't know what those are, then you're really missing out, and you should look it up, because the serotonin they bring you, unmatched. Anyway, I play Addie, Aphrodite's daughter, and I will remember to say that for future streams. Mark me.
You've been getting a lot better lately. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
Yeah.
because I think about it like 7 times before I start speaking.
She's
That's
got
a
it
great
written
point.
in
Next up, we have
big letters
Ben.
on her
Like,
screen.
that
It's
guy.
great.
that one.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm Ben, also known as Bender's D&D. That's it. That's my bit.
Oh,
I don't...
I'm proud of you.
I
You
know.
know what?
Wait, hold on. Sorry, this is missing something.
Fuck you.
There we go.
All
There
right.
it is.
And then next up, we have Birdie.
Hi, I'm Birdie the Bard. I was planning doing a music segment to fuck with Aaron, but I didn't get the tab up in time, so I can't do that.
Sucks, buddy.
I'm Bertie the Bard on all social medias, and I am a host and one of the founders of This Show's a Mimic, where the charity stream was hosted, and you can find us there every Saturday and every other Friday, including this Friday, for Bioshock campaign on Fridays, and for campaign DM by me, the Sword Chronicles, on Saturdays. Check us out.
Next up, we have Val. Val, you're still muted, by the way. It's the best part of that.
I know, Aaron. I didn't know it was copyrighted.
Well, us humming it isn't copyrighted.
Unless we're really good.
Ha!
Unless we're really good.
With that good. Hi, I'm Val, I think. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm also the Nerdy Niffler on TikTok, Twitter, and the Instagrams. I don't know anything about myself because, unlike Hannah, I forgot to do my 7 times practice. Oh, I'm also on an actual play podcast called Tankers and Treasures. And I play Callie, who's a she, her pronouns, and is a child of Hades and the twin of Cadmus. Haha, got
Oh, right,
through
yeah,
it.
I play
No,
Cadmus.
That's pretty awesome.
I forgot to
Oh, yeah,
play
Birdie.
Cadmus.
Oh no,
I'm so used to
forgot.
catching Hannah that I totally forgot to
Oh,
check Birdie
no.
doing that. Yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
I made
and
the
then we have
overlays and it's got all of our details there.
Bonnie.
Like, there's my name.
Did I even?
There's my
Did I
name.
even say you?
No, you didn't. It doesn't
It's
matter.
fine. This is why we have the overlays.
I'm
Look,
doing
this
so
is why
well.
we have the
I was doing
overlays.
so well, you guys.
She's packed on the curse to the rest
you
of
did
us.
well,
I
and
play
now
Luke,
everyone
who's
else
the son
is
of
screwing
Zeus.
up.
There you go.
We have the
Yeah.
overlays
They're
for a
using
reason.
balance.
Bonnie.
Balance always.
Who needs bits when everyone's just fucking up their introductions anyway? Hi, I'm Bunny.
No, this is the bit.
I'm Chaotic Bunny on all my socials. I play Maya, the unclaimed child of Apollo. Fuck everyone who forgot.
There you
I
go.
also play on Bar Community College on Monday nights. We play in a modern D&D campaign setting. I play Kat, a bitchy sorority sorcerer. And,
I love how you literally made me in your game.
That's just, I mean, we weren't
It's
going to
pretty
call it
great.
out, but it is, it's pretty accurate.
she's
You literally made me.
All right.
it's insane.
Next
Weird how
person
that
up
happens.
is Abby.
Salve! Abby nomen meum. Eguotum clueless DM at TikTok. Egludere VS filia de Dionysus Sicile Tirano.
Latin?
That was good. I'm actually really proud of that one.
Why not
That was,
Greek?
that was good. Inspiration point for Abby.
Ooh, really?
Really good.
Yeah.
Why not Greek though?
Woo!
And then the last person is
ancient-
Kate. You're up.
Hi, I'm picking out dice.
That's a weird name.
Why would you
Hi, my
flash
name
the
is-
stream like that?
I don't know. Because I have my flashlight on my dice bag so I can see my dice. I am Kate or Cloudy Kate. I play Antigone Stewart, the daughter of Nemesis. Currently the holder of this party's one brain cell.
How
I'm pretty
dare.
sure
I
Luke
think
has
brain
it.
cell belongs
Totally.
to the cat.
Pretty sure the
Anyway.
cat has the brain cell. All right, and then I guess the last person in that lineup is me. You're.
Wait!
Oh,
You
oh,
can
got
find me at
someone else?
Cloudy Kate, Cloudy.Kate on TikTok, Cloudy Kate Cosplay on Instagram, Cloudy Kate Cos on Twitter, Cloudy
What do you
_K8 on Twitch.
When are you going to unify those, Kate? When are they going to be the same?
I
name?
can't. I literally can't.
Well,
I've tried.
Pay
we'll
someone.
try. We'll figure something out. And then there's me, your bouncing baby boy, the DM, Aaron. Hi, I'm Obsidian Olive. It's nice to meet you. These people bring me depression. I love them all very much.
What?
You
and
said
now-
sweet baby boy or bouncing boy, and my brain just went. Your baby brother in 30 under 30, the luminaire.
I wish I was that cool. All right, so getting back into it. Last week, we had a road trip of sorts over the course of last episode. We started out in LA, fought some snakes, made a snake kill itself. That was really depressing. Stopped by somebody's house, stole a necklace, stopped on the side of the road.
I didn't steal it. Excuse me?
Kinda. It's in,
My house.
it was your house. That, you know what? That's valid. You've reclaimed a necklace. There we go.
Exactly.
Started making a road trip towards San Francisco, towards the Vineyard of Dionysus, that is the finale of one of two quests the campaign is currently on, led by V, daughter of Dionysus. On the way there, we stopped off on the side of the road and used some roadkill and a stinky dead bird corpse they'd been carrying around a while to make a couple of undead familiars, which was pretty cool. Our Hades kids each now have a familiar, which, if you'll remind me of their names, are
Rattles.
Rattles the squirrel,
Edgar Allan Crow.
and Edgar Allan Crow the grackle. Good to know. Let's see here. And then after that, we drove for a while, ordered for like 20 minutes at McDonald's.
My God,
That was
the...
a large chunk of the session was ordering McDonald's in game, which I'm definitely doing after the session.
sorry,
Really
Rick Reynolds, you mean?
specific.
That's
It's Duck
man,
Reynolds.
McDonald's think to us.
Duck Reynolds?
Also, McDonald's is canon to the PJO universe.
Yeah, it's not
You know
canon.
what? Yeah, you're
I
right.
think
Yeah,
Starbucks
right.
is as well,
It's
in
true.
fairness.
Is it?
I'm sure they have at some point.
No, they got Monster
Wait.
Donut.
They got Starbucks in the
Anyway.
Are
freeway.
we worried about copyright? Is that why we were changing names of things last
No, it's just a
session?
meme.
Just don't mention Wiki
Me.
West.
Yeah, don't mention the mouse though; they will sue us.
In page 8.
You mean the deity I sold my soul to 4 years ago?
Yes, your patron.
Oh, that's why Kate's so
3
high. I
years
have her
ago.
120.
Kate quite
Alright.
3
years
literally
ago, not
entered
4,
into a
sorry.
warlock pact with the mouse.
Let's
Yeah.
see here.
I'm
Then,
missing a dice.
You guys drove for another quite a few hours, making your way all the way up California, all the way up to the Bay Area from LA, which is not a short drive. In fact, you went north of the Bay Area, through some very hilly terrain, till you hit wine country. And from there, you took some time, cleared some fog, threw some flying familiars up in the air, and eventually spotted a familiar landmark from a drawing made by young Maya, unclaimed daughter of Apollo. And you made your way towards the Vineyard of Dionysus, where you encountered a massive wall of fog over the edges of a vineyard, guarded by a small army of snake-themed monsters. You saw serpents larger than school buses, and women whose legs are the bodies of serpents instead of normal legs. You saw members of the Iamidai, a family of legacies that has been hunting you for the prophet Iamus for a while. And you currently stand atop a hill,
Who are they,
looking over a
again?
ridge. What?
Which two was it again?
You saw Charlotte and Duke specifically. Duke being the gun-slinging old man, and Charlotte being the bow-toting businesswoman.
Yay.
What was that, Bunny?
Is it just V that's seeing this? Because it was just
V has
Yeah, it's just you currently saying this, yes.
Yes, V is currently sat atop Shadow's shoulders, surveying the area. V, we're going to go ahead and go back to you. You are looking over this army. You can hear the sounds of speaking, of moving, of hammering pittons into the ground to hoist up tents, of bonfires being made. What are you doing?
So I am currently riding atop Shadow, correct?
You are currently atop Shadow. You're about 10 feet in the air at this point in time.
Shadow can fly?
No. He's 6 feet tall, and you're another 4 foot on top of
okay.
him. So you're like,
He can fly!
I was like,
he can
that's
jump
broken.
pretty far.
That's broken.
I would agree.
My cat is broken. He is flying.
I'm gonna kind of like lower myself closer to Shadow's ear so I can like speak into it. Are they there for us?
Probably.
Okay, well, yeah, I figured. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my cat. Wait.
Oh.
We are very far away.
Sorry.
We don't know about any of this right now.
Sassy.
I hear the
Annie
voice
just
of
says probably, and we're all just like,
Probably.
Huh? Annie, you
Uh,
good? Was that right? Was that
as you say that, he doesn't so much like create any noise as he lowers his neck even further, and it's almost like he's like one of those pointer dogs where he's pushing his nose in a certain direction to point at the edge of the valley, where you realize that coming farther to the east there is a road that leads to this valley, and there's a car that's parked there, where even across the hills you can hear a door shut as you see another member of the Iamide, Johnston, with the swept hair and the glasses, closing doors on a car, pulling out multiple duffel bags. It looks like they've probably just arrived. That's what you're currently seeing. However, looking around at the rest of the camp, with everything, it wouldn't be hard to see that even though there are tents being raised, stuff like that, there is very obviously sections of this camp that have been here a while. You see like waste pits that have been dug. You see, burnt uses of fires that are currently not lit. So it seems like a lot of these people have already been here, and the Iamide just showed up. Probably yes for you guys is what Shadow's pointing at.
Okay, back boy. I'm gonna try to go back.
Yeah, he just has to back up maybe 15 feet and then crawl down a ridge a little bit to get to the rest of your friends.
Please stand clear. Cat reversing.
So I'm gonna stay atop Shadow.
Okay.
And
That was
I
perfect
like that.
alternating, by the way. That was really good.
Yeah. That was really good bouncing. Okay. I kind of am very quiet when I approach. Yeah. So there's Charlotte, Duke, the Backstreet Boy,
Nonsense.
What?
the Iamide are here.
My
Right.
short sword turns into a shotgun.
Yep. You can definitely do that.
Wait, is it just them?
Yeah, and there's like a bunch of Addie, you might
Oh, okay.
snakes.
How
like
many?
a lot of them.
How many?
DM,
Many's a
how
lot.
many would I gander?
Just go ahead and make me a retroactive perception check.
Okay. Okay, that is a 17.
Anywhere between like 10 to 20 of those snake women, 3 large serpents that are bigger than school buses. Of the half snake men, you'd probably have seen like between 5 to 10 of them. You would have seen hundreds of smaller serpents, about 5 to 10 of the fire snakes. That would be all you've seen right now.
Okay, I relay that.
Is there any way we can, like, sneak past them or around them?
I think that's our best bet. Fighting them probably isn't a good idea. We have We have no idea what's waiting for us once we get in there.
Gotta get the staff. That's... Oh, we don't need to fight anyone, just get in, get out.
Yeah, we gotta get
Wow,
them
you make
in.
it sound so
They're
simple, Cat.
They're blocking the entire entrance. Like, we're talking school buses here.
I mean, there's
They
no
have school buses?
No,
it's the
it's-
size of school bus.
Size of school buses.
Right, okay.
Sorry, I was covering my ears.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
we can't afford to fight them.
No.
No.
What
I have an idea. But you go first, Maya.
We could do a distraction.
That was my idea!
Like what?
Oh boy.
Same brains. Okay, everyone, suspend your disbelief. In a hypothetical scenario, we may know how to do some things with cars.
Oh,
We have our car.
Hmm.
We find something to lodge the accelerator down. We aim the car towards the school bus-sized snakes. We're not in the car. That causes a distraction. And whilst they're busy out there with the car, we go in, grab the staff, spear, and go whoop.
I mean, if
Okay,
there's
I
a
like
lot
this
of them-
idea, but then how do we get away if our car is now destroyed?
Yeah.
Also,
We have
that's Ben's
legs.
mom's
Um,
car.
yeah,
No, it's not. It's
It's
Addie's
not actually.
Dad's car.
It's
not.
Addie's dad's
Oh.
car. Sorry, wrong
Yeah.
person. That is still someone's parents' car.
It's true,
Yeah.
but listen, you guys.
I
Let me
will
level with you
remind
first.
you all that the car is about a half a mile back. You had to hike to get where you're
Yeah.
at now.
yeah.
But you guys, okay, look.
Isn't Sylvia here?
I think that my
No,
dad.
she's. Oh,
Okay, look.
no, I'm pretty
My
sure
dad
she
has
wasn't.
kind of been
here.
wanting a new car. He's been eyeing a couple, and I think that if he knew that it was like for a good cause, he probably wouldn't be like that
I
upset.
don't.
I mean, we
Listen.
would have to find a way to get the car here.
That's true, but he has been wanting a Range Rover. He's been talking.
Okay,
about.
I think the car's
really
off the table.
noisy.
The car's too far
and you
away.
think that the I might I wouldn't.
Oh
send
yeah, that's
some
just
to
gonna
go
tell them
and
that we're
stay
here.
back?
Also, they
Yeah.
probably know what your car looks like, meaning that someone brought it here. Probably us.
That was a
They
good
had a
idea,
car
though.
too. So...
Callie, I liked that idea. It was-
They had a car too? Well, there you go. Keep the same idea.
It's
Maybe
on the
it-
other side.
Oh, it's on the.
But
Maybe-
I mean, if I remember correctly, there are
Can you clarify?
members.
Because I feel like I gave you guys a poor orientation of this valley real quick.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I'm
what
really
you're-
confused.
Okay, so the way that it currently works is there are two major hills leading into this valley, and on one end is a road that leads into the valley, and on the other end is just a pure wall of fog that goes up like 4 or 5 stories. You guys are currently on one of the two hills looking down into the valley. So they're the car and the gate would be equidistant from you, essentially.
I have an idea.
So are they like right on top of the entrance?
Yeah, they are spread out across the valley,
Okay.
but most of them are concentrated around the entrance.
Could we go around?
Yes. What is Luke's idea? I want to hear it.
So if they, V, you said they had a car?
The I might I?
Yeah. Well, distraction could still work if we could do something to their car. Maybe Callie or Cad could sneak up invisibly. Can you guys do
I
that
know.
again?
I was going to say there are members of the party.
That would work. Do
Johnston,
you think you could reasonably get in there without?
Johnston can see us when we're invisible.
Ah,
Oh, damn it.
damn. That was something at least.
Wow, they
sounds
really
like-
chose a good team to come out here.
Yeah, it's almost like they knew all of our weaknesses somehow.
Well, yeah, they
Crazy.
did.
Yeah.
Remember
It's almost
when
like
they had
somebody
us-
sold you fuckers out. It's what
Hey,
it's like.
hey,
Yeah,
Cad.
remember when they had
Hey,
us
Cad,
Wait,
captured?
that
somebody
was-
sold us.
Cat.
Oh,
Cad, that was
Yeah.
a that was a
IMS.
joke. That was a
Remember when they had
Yeah,
us
it was a
captured?
joke.
Like, yeah, they knew.
yeah, Cad. That was a Cad. You know what? Never mind.
I mean, we could have someone driving the car.
We could just do a good old fashioned. Anyone knows Shakespeare? We could put on a show.
I mean,
Uh,
I
We
know
could.
here.
I feel like that's not. They're just gonna want to kill us at that. Like,
Drawing
That's
attention
true.
to us
I
is a
mean,
bad
look,
idea.
Some of the distractions that I know how to do work better when it's like not a lot of people, and if they're all boys. So I don't know if that's gonna help us here.
I see a hand up.
What state are we in?
You
California.
currently are still in California. Okay.
Are we in an area that has eucalyptus trees, or is the area looking pretty like dry?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Eucalyptus is like closer to the Bay Area.
fire.
coast.
There's
Well,
so
But also, this would technically be the time of year where forest fires are most likely to happen.
Yeah.
okay, so Maya. Luke can go first before Maya.
Okay,
starts.
Luke,
I
go ahead
was
and
gonna
say your thing.
suggest. First of all, DM question. You said that there is a building there, right?
No,
They are around.
they,
no.
they have been building like tents and pavilions and stuff like that, but they have not. There is no permanent structure. The only thing that
Okay.
tells you that this is the vineyard is the first row of grape trellises. Those are like seeable out of the massive wall of fog.
Okay. Because I mean, if we can-
around the valley.
Well,
I mean, if we're trying to get them to move, so like
I mean, we could
something
go
that could-
around, but it might still be helpful to have a distraction
Maybe-
on the other side.
The only thing
I
What are you
could-
thinking, Maya?
Yeah, what are you thinking, Maya?
So, in Australia, there's this thing that happens a lot that actually gets people to like get the fuck out of Dodge. Bushfire. So if we could like start a fire and have it go. So Luke can make it really windy, and that's like the number one thing that causes bushfires to get out of control really quickly. And I can like start fires now. I don't know, but if we just have like a little one on like towards the side that kind of gets a little bit out of control, enough to get them kind of a little bit panicked, that might be enough of a distraction to kind of get their attention.
How do we
I'm
put
just
it out?
warning, I don't have any more charges in my fire extinguisher. So like
You have one.
If-
I'm
you-
just warning, I have one more charge left.
Abby, not Abby. V. Do we?
Oh wait,
wanna
I
risk-
see a hand up. Sorry, I was just saying.
Um,
Luke, what's up?
So something we could try, maybe. I don't know if it would work, but because we want to make a distraction, but we don't want it to seem malicious. Like it's, I mean, these guys are smart. Clearly, we're not just gonna be able to rustle some bushes and they'll just walk over there and be like, "What's in this?" But I played a lot of video games. It's not gonna be as easy as that. They'll know if it's something obvious. So why not try something natural that might be able to get them to move? Like, I don't know if this is something I can do, but I could try. Could quite literally. I mean, if looking around the place, are there any clouds at the moment?
It is very foggy, yeah, and there's lots of overcast.
Do I reasonably believe that I could just make it rain very heavily? Because they might just hide in their tents if that happens.
They have tents though.
Yeah.
They're gonna be able to see this.
Sorry, what was that?
Could he theoretically make it rain? Is what he was asking.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not out. That's
that might
not
be
outside
okay.
of what you've seen your abilities.
That's not-
It's not something you've ever tried before, so it would be difficult.
I mean,
but
it's
you think
something
you
to
could probably
try.
do it.
It might not work, but if it does, that's something, and that's completely natural. That is something that we can do feasibly, pretty easily. Hopefully, if I can make it work. It might not work. They may not be phased, but if they are, great. We can sneak past. If not, try
Plan
something
B.
else.
I feel like if you have
Worth a try.
scales, you're not as affected by the rain.
I mean, we could try it, and then if it doesn't, like, rain is a thing that happens.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I mean, that's what I'm saying with this distraction. It has to be something that could be passed off as not suspicious, because if it's a suspicious distraction, then they'll know. Like, they'll see straight through it. They're smart.
I mean, it's also California, where forest fires happen frequently. But
That's
my
true,
only
but how
thing
can we
is
start that without it being suspicious?
if we start with rain, then there's no way of trying the forest fire. Because that would be weird for it to stop raining and then suddenly there's fire. But the other way around might look more natural. I don't.
There is the risk that they might think it's set by someone, though. But
I see a Kate hand.
Yep.
I don't think we want to risk burning down Dionysus's sacred vineyard.
Yeah.
That's something I'm worried about.
A god would not take something like that lightly, just regardless if you're his daughter or not.
Yeah.
Also, they know we're coming. They know we're here, or they know we'll be here. The way I see it, if they know we're here, they just don't have to know where we are. So yes, we can distract them, but we can distract them making them think we're somewhere where we're not. We don't have to...
I agree with Annie.
What did you have in mind?
Make them think we're sneaking around. That seems like a logical thing that we would be doing if they're all there.
Well, like how, I mean?
We need to avoid the I might die.
Assholes.
Yeah.
That works.
I don't think we can win in a fight against them.
No.
Well, I agree, but when you say make it seem like we're sneaking around, like, what entails that is my question.
I mean, I don't know for sure what you all can do. I don't really have much, but if we make them think we're going one way, because they know we're here, if they don't...
Shadow.
Maybe have Shadow and your two undead friends cause a ruckus and sneak around one way.
They know
Again,
about
I feel
Shadow,
like...
and they know, and
Yeah.
they're gonna see two skeleton creatures. They're gonna know exactly who that is. The second they know that we're somewhere, the whole place goes on high alert.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was suggesting my rain idea. It's something natural that can't reasonably be set back to us. It could just happen
I don't know
naturally.
I have another question.
Yeah, go for it.
Beach Boys, Backstreet Boy. How far away was he from the camp?
At this point, he looks to be setting, organizing a couple of the snake warrior, like the dudes who look like tough dudes, but with like snake heads. They're walking around, and he's organizing them to put up a pavilion that's like maybe 20 feet from the car on the opposite side of the valley from the gate. That's currently what it's looking at, or that's what you had like seen when you were leaving, getting everything ready. I see a birdie hand.
Luke, could you possibly strike that they're putting up with lightning? Make it catch fire?
Yes, but that could come across as suspicious. That's the only thing. They know I can do that.
If you could make a whole thing out of it. Make it start raining, make it start thundering, then call the lightning.
Right. Okay. Yeah, no, that's reasonable. That we could do. That might work.
I mean, I don't know a lot about California. I'm assuming you'll have thunderstorms fairly frequently, given how hot it is.
It's rained 3 times since I've been in California.
He doesn't need
lightning
to rain.
is.
We've got to try
He
something.
doesn't need to rain to thunder and lightning.
Oh.
Well, it would. Okay. Well, why don't we try
We could try it.
the rain? Try the rain. See if that works. If it doesn't, turn up the heat. Start the lightning.
Do it.
I'm okay with anything at this point.
All agreed?
At some point, we just have to go. Where they build a fucking castle around the
Hey,
place.
Maya, could
V.
you try your thing? Oh, never mind.
V, at this point, Shadow is gonna kind of like lean one shoulder down and make like the motion of like the get off.
Get off.
Yeah. You gonna pop off?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you like slide off, he kind of like straightens his back up and assumes a position, ready to join you guys.
Oh, I thought he was gonna run away.
I thought he was too. I was about to like give him heroism and temporary hit points. I was like, no.
Yeah, Aaron, I thought you were gonna send him head first. I was so
Okay.
scared.
So, you want me to see if it'll work? Maybe?
Yeah, if you've done it before, where you're like trying to find out if it ends up good or bad.
I can try to see if it can be a good outcome.
Could you?
Yeah.
That seems almost impossible to predict, but you could try.
Well, it's the gods we're
It's-
dealing with.
Sometimes it's a bit.
Okay, so she's. Wait,
So,
so
To clarify, you're going to try an augury which plan?
the rain plan and the lightning.
The
Yes.
rain plan and the lightning? Like, this is very specific. Just
I
heavy
thought they were
rain
the
or with
same.
lightning? Those are separate plans. They can be the same,
they?
but also they can be different.
Well, it was gonna start with rain, and then we were
Okay.
gonna.
It didn't work.
Like,
Okay. Okay,
And
so
then-
yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead. We're going to augury
So
this?
the course
Alright.
of action, yes. So the course of action is being able to sneak in with the distraction of the rain and lightning and like
Okay.
storm.
And, okay, yeah. Give me just a moment. Let me just roll some things.
Ugh.
Okay. So, you take out your notebook and you realize that, like, with how foggy it's been and everything, your pages are tacky to the touch, just because of the paper and the moist air. It's not the best feeling, but you kind of scrape through. You pull out a pencil and you start scratching it down. Because your graphite is like barely sharp, but you start to try and draw out some sort of answer to this question. You're focusing and you're concentrating on it, and you see that you've drawn a massive lightning strike that is struck in the middle of this camp, and it's almost like from a down below perspective, as in frame you see yourself, Cadmus, Luke, Addie, all of you sprinting forward towards the frame, which seems to be the north side of the valley, the side of the valley that the vineyard is on, and this massive lightning strike behind it. I'm going to go ahead and say that counts as wheel.
That means good, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So, I think it's gonna work.
That's all I
Okay.
need to hear.
All in favor?
Alright.
Alright.
Alright,
trust you.
goes.
Alright.
Okay.
It was nothing.
Bring the rain,
He's
magic
gonna.
I'm scared.
Alright. He's gonna
Fine.
just close his eyes, reach out his hands, and just start focusing.
Fair warning right now before we start this, I'm going to say all of you are taking the precautions you need to be decent in wet weather. You probably are putting on your rainproof jackets just so we can get it all out of the way now.
Yeah,
You're putting away all your stuff that
Yeah.
can't get wet. It's all good.
I'd like to change my shoes too, because like
Yeah, we don't need to go through
Ugh.
each of the individual things. If you want to do
I
something,
know,
I'm
I
going to say
know.
you've done
I
it.
just wanted
Got
to
it.
specify.
That's fine. Yeah, it's totally okay. Just
Okay.
saying that you're doing it now. This is blanket forgiveness statement on moisture.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I'm so immature.
12-year-old will fight you.
So yeah, he's gonna start he's gonna raise his hands, close his eyes, and just start focusing, trying to picture like storm clouds and like storms that like a few storms that he's seen living in LA, kind of like try and recount those and how they were and how it felt. And just try and focus on it as best as possible. Try and summon
Okay.
rain.
Go ahead and we're going to do a couple of checks. The first one is just a d20
Oh, no.
plus your constitution modifier.
Oh no.
I wish I had the guidance cantrip, so I could just like
Plus my
bam.
con?
Yes, plus your guy, because that's your spellcasting mod, right?
Cool. I believe so. It might be my.
Okay.
I think it's my wisdom actually.
Yeah, for
I
Zeus
think.
it's Wiz. For Hades, it's a con.
Yeah.
Oh, is that true? Okay, yeah, so sorry. Yeah, your wisdom modifier then. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate that, because I think your con is higher, so...
Wisdom mod or spellcasting?
Your spellcasting mod, which should just be your wisdom.
Should we take wisdom?
Yeah. Well, no, because the spellcasting mod is not with
Well,
proficiency.
my wisdom mod is +4. My spellcasting is +5.
Yeah. So that doesn't make sense.
Unless it is
Anyway,
con.
we'll just take the
spellcasting
+4.
ability
It's
is
the D20
+5.
+4. We'll just do the D20
Yeah.
+4.
Okay. Yeah. So that's 18 then.
18. Okay, and then go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Con save. Oh, that's +7. Never mind. That's fine. 19. 12 + 7.
12 + 7. Okay. So, you... To clarify, did you get in a position where you could see the camp first, or are you just trying to pull rain down?
Yes. I got in a place where I could see the camp, yes.
Okay. This is
But we're
important. Are all of you
we're still
following him?
hidden.
Yes.
No, yeah, you're still hidden. That's not what I'm tracking here.
It is Constitution, which is why Ben has it down as +5.
Okay, that's why I was
Okay.
asking. I thought it was con, but okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So it is plus the 5. So it's both 19s. Okay. Did all of you go up on the ridge before this happened, like to be able to see the camp? Again, this isn't about being spotted or anything. This is just
Yeah,
so I can
probably,
tell
like-
if you guys are watching this or not.
Probably
I
like
think
belly-
we got
like-
in position
yeah, I
to
would've, like,
start
belly
running when
Yeah.
we...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, before we get into you actually pulling down the rain, I've got those checks. I remember both those.
Mhm.
We're gonna do a couple of things first. You all get to the top of the ridge, which is a quick climb up a rocky and hilly side of the hill. You make your way up. There's enough foliage for you to cover yourselves without feeling like you're going to be spotted. But for the first time, the rest of you are all seeing this army of monsters just straight up. Most of you have never seen a group of monsters this big ever. Writhing snakes moving on the ground, fire spouting from the tips of snakes that are constantly being put out by other humanoid snakes as they're walking around. You see celestial
it's
bronze
bad, don't look.
axes, swords, daggers, spears, all being wielded by weapons.
Yeah, can I just put a hand over Adam's
Annie.
eyes?
May I please have a wisdom saving throw from you,
From who?
You said Annie?
Annie?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Annie.
Yes.
I
Can
don't
get a
like
PTSD
that.
Can I get a PTSD check, please?
That's a 17 plus
Okay. 17 is good.
17
Okay.
plus whiz save. That's
You have a
an
moment.
18.
You have a moment where, as you look over the ridge of this hill and this shock of the size of this small army hits you, that one of the snake men takes a hammer and begins to slam it on a piton on the ground to try and hoist up a pavilion. And as the metal strikes, you flash to being surrounded by a different army of monsters 6 months ago. You hear the sound of glass breaking as your friends are being attacked. But with just a scrunch of your shoulders and a movement of your head, you are managing to block that out for now. And you are functional. You suffer no negative consequences of, as Birdie joked, the PTSD check I'm having you make. That was a very traumatic experience that you're still dealing with.
So, was that did you jolt or something? Like, was that like a physical?
At this point, she it's her choice if she had a physical reaction. I'm not gonna force any
She
of this reaction.
probably froze as her eyes just kind of darted around, seeing something that wasn't in front of her, and then she kind of cracked her neck, rolled back her shoulders, and now just looks determined.
So, Luke, as you guys have all taken position, you are crouched, ready to begin sprinting if you need to. Luke, you close your eyes, and earlier you had spread your arms to channel the winds that your father controls. You had created this. Oh yes, I'm seeing an Addy hand. Is there something that needs to be done?
Question.
Yeah.
Before he goes, do I think that if there were a chance to be spotted, Luke would get spotted first because he's going to be doing the rain thing?
Currently,
if so-
you're at the point where you feel confident none of you would be spotted at this distance with this foliage.
Okay, because I was going to cast Bravery and give him temp HP.
You can do that if you'd like still, but at this point you feel confident.
Okay, I will do that. I will cast Heroism.
Heroism,
And
yeah.
so Luke is immune to being frightened for up to a minute, and you gain 6 temporary hit points.
Thank you
Good to
very
know.
much.
You are welcome.
So, that's actually a little important. So thank you for letting me know.
Oh no.
Because Luke, you begin to focus on the clouds above you, and earlier, when the sky was a little sunnier in the mid morning, you would push the fog away, but instead you grasp onto it, physically pulling with your mind and your hands. You reach out your hands and begin to just flex them towards yourself, trying to move the clouds inward, concentrate the storm in one spot. And the rest of you can see these light, fluffy gray and white clouds beginning to spiral around your heads. They begin to darken and thicken and begin to roil. And eventually you hear as thunder begins to go off in the middle of the clouds. And eventually there is one large singular clap as Luke brings his hands together, and there is a wave of energy that seems to shake the water in the sky, and it begins to fall. Luke, you are going to go ahead. You did succeed the check, so you will only be taking damage instead of levels of exhaustion.
I'm sorry. What?
You are going to take 8 points, because you succeeded the check, of thunder damage as this storm that you can barely control pushes outward from you. Your hands feel almost numb, like when you grasp something that's vibrating too quickly. It's your face, you can feel the edges of it going cold. That is something that you're not ready to control yet, that you've grasped onto.
Heroism.
Yeah, so you took the
Okay.
you lose the 6 temporary hit points first. The 6 temporary hit points.
That was not. That was a lot. Okay. Whew. Thanks for the assist. I needed that.
You're welcome.
Whew. Okay. Not doing that again.
That's fair.
It's working for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna look down into the valley. And
Okay.
is anyone reacting to the storm at all?
So, giving it a couple minutes, you see that very quickly fires are putting out. So people who were out at the fires begin to move inwards towards their pavilions. You see a couple of the pavilions have set up a stacked roof to where they can have a fire going in there, and you see smoke pouring out the top of it. You remember from high school biology that most reptiles are cold-blooded creatures, and cold is something that is very dangerous for them because they cannot create their own heat. You see certain humanoid snake men walking around and begin to leash the fire snakes with chains and begin to pull them towards certain areas and huddle near them for warmth. You see the snake with the 2 long serpentine legs all gathering together. It seems like most of the group has moved inside. There are still the occasional sentries with umbrellas, funnily enough, sitting at the edges of camp. You see that there's one of the large snakes. The other 2 have curled around one of the larger tents, but one of them is still seated in front of that gate where the vineyard leads in. But the majority of people have gone inside. At this point, you would not see where the Iamidai currently are at, though their pavilion is all the way up.
Okay.
Right.
I recommend
It's done something.
that we either go one at a time or in pairs, because
Pairs.
a large group is much easier to spot.
Let's definitely not go alone.
Okay.
Maya drew something, right?
Maya did draw
Mhm.
something.
She
It was all of us
drew us
together?
all going together.
Hmm.
To re-describe Maya's drawing was the 7 of you running in, and a large lightning strike hitting the center of camp.
Okay.
Whether or not that becomes the future or not, that was one of many futures she saw being successful.
All right. Let's not split up then. Let's stay together. I'd rather not split up because the chances of some of us getting caught. I mean, either we all get. I mean, realistically,
Better
either
or
we all
worse,
get
we
caught
stay
or none of
together.
us get caught. Yeah.
Okay.
If we go down, we go down together.
Together.
Okay.
All right.
Like a
Start
little-
moving, I guess. Luke's
You're really
gonna-
enjoying that, aren't you?
Yeah, Luke's gonna just hop over the ridge and start
was
slowly
cool.
making his way down, stealthily.
Okay. I would like to hold out my hand to V
My
I
celestial
take
one's good.
the hand.
Okay, I walk with her.
We walk together.
Together, we are unit.
Okay, so all of you are moving at this point. Oh, I see Callie
Yeah.
hand.
I just want to say, if Maya's okay with it, Callie will just put a hand on her shoulder and just give her a squeeze, and then just stick close by Maya.
Oh, that's fucking cute.
Aww.
Okay, so the 7 of you are making your way down the ridge. Can you all please roll a group stealth check for me?
Oh, please.
Ah!
First roll of the day.
I keep forgetting my stats are on
I'm
a piece
gonna-
of paper and not on my laptop.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my new Maya dice.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
Okay.
not bad. Not bad.
Luke was a 19. 18 plus 1.
18.
16.
Oh, wait, okay.
Aw.
Callie.
I was sitting there like, should I spend a point of luck? I'm just gonna roll, and then I rolled a 17 plus 4 is a 21.
Maya.
18.
V.
Also an 18.
30.
Annie.
10.
Okay!
Oh.
16 is pretty stealthy. I
It
tried.
is pretty stealthy, but it's not what you
Not
needed.
stealthy enough.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
boy.
so you all begin to, as quietly as you can, move down the hill. There are sections of it where you have to like dig your heels in because the slope is so inclined. There's the word.
Mhm.
My brain is not doing the words today.
Big brain.
So you all begin to move down. Your tennis shoes like squishing in the mud and the water as the rain is heavily coming down. It's like quarter-sized droplets of water banging across your shoulders. You are soaked within minutes of moving. You all begin
the rain
to
give
move.
us some cover because it's so heavy.
That's why the DC was so low. It was only a 17.
Nice.
So you begin to move down the hill, and very easily within like 10-15 minutes you guys have made your way around the trees on the hill. You've made your way through muddy patches, through grass, through foliage, and you make it to the base of the valley where it flattens out. You are now on the same level as all of the tents. What are you doing?
Perception check?
Go for it. Make me one.
When do we wanna
Can I
do
give
that?
her
Oh.
advantage?
Not at this
Because
point.
I
She's already rolled.
Okay.
Could I make
Okay.
a personal perception?
You can make it. I will have one more person make a perception check if you'd like.
10. It's raining.
It's
She's stressed
raining.
out, so
Cad's-
I'll
Cad's
cut her
doing it.
some slack for
22.
that.
Cad,
Oh,
Cad's
Cad.
making one.
22.
22.
Okay.
Hear him.
22. So we got a 10 and 22. Okay. So, Addie,
Huh?
you look around and you see that most of the tents are full. Like you can see, like there's light going from inside the tents. You don't really see a whole lot of anyone
Okay.
as you're there. Cad, the first thing that you spot as you're you got your shotgun ready and you're just waiting. You're waiting, and then for the last second, you remember you grab the shotgun, the shotgun shell, slide it in, click it. You're ready to go. You look over, and you see that there is still the giant, one of the bus-sized snakes is in front of the vineyard. And that seems to be kind of patrolling around that area. Currently, there doesn't seem anyone looking your direction at this point. However, with the 22, you will see that there is a tent at the edge of the valley, at the end of the valley, to the south, so the opposite side of the vineyard, where there's a small canopy that is unfurled, and there's like a playing cards table with a couple of chairs out in front of it, and there's just a guy reading a book with some gold eyes,
Fucking
looking up at you.
Johnson.
He's just looking at you.
Looking at me.
Yeah, he's looking at you guys.
Ugh.
I
He
know
waves.
this guy's the nicer one, but I want him to fuck off permanently, please.
Yeah.
Wait, who? Wait, I'm
It's
sorry.
Johnson, it's the nice guy who let us go last time.
And he's looking right at
Looking
us right now.
Yeah.
Maybe
right at
he
us.
would be nice again.
I wave
don't
back.
think
He doesn't get
so.
flipped
Do
off.
Are we doing the lightning?
And he just like holds up his book and then goes back, like slouches back down and goes back to reading.
Okay, he's being chill.
Okay.
Maybe
then.
we should.
Okay.
How do we know? How do we know he hasn't already?
He's gonna. I don't think he's gonna sound the alarm, but when they come back, he'll mention that he saw us.
How?
Yes.
How can we trust him? He's part of the Aphrodite.
I don't trust
We
him.
can't.
So
It's a bit
So
late. What do you
you
want
need
to
to
do?
do the lightning, and we need to go.
We're in too deep now. We just gotta keep going.
okay, all right.
I find no matter what fucking stealth check we have, Johnston can always fucking see us.
I mean, he's got a really,
DC
really,
30.
really high passive perception. Like,
Is it like 25 passive perception?
little
Probably
lower,
like
but still.
30.
It's a little lower than that, but still. It's ungodly. And
Yeah,
it's not because of a
ridiculous.
special ability I gave him. He just has it. It's stupid.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah.
So we gotta keep moving then.
So you guys are moving. Okay, I'm gonna
Mhm.
keep your successful stealth roll as you're moving. You can make it to the edge of the clearing that is in front of the vineyard. With the perception check you guys had earlier and the passives that I know, Cad and Luke. I think Luke, you're the one with the passive of like 16, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Does anyone else
I
have a
also
passive
have
of 16 or
passive
higher?
of 16.
Okay.
Passive. Nope.
Okay.
I
Maya.
realized last session that all of my stats were from level 2 this last session.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
yikes.
Mine is a 15.
Sorry, this one's 16. I'm sorry, Hannah.
I'm always
Um,
just one away, Aaron.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying. My brain just lost it there. Luke
Sorry.
and Maya, the two of you, as you guys are walking by, at one point to get closer to the clearing, you have to come by one of the tents. It's kind of on the offset of the camp. It's a little bit ways from everything, and there's just like one torch out stood at the front of it, and you hear this like tired moaning noise, like
That's hot.
I don't
from the
like
inside
it.
of the
Nope.
tent. What do you guys stop by that, or are you gonna keep going?
Hmm.
Keep going.
We need to.
It could be Ayamida. We could just.
Nope. Let's
I
not.
don't know.
We're just
do
gonna.
not say
Okay.
that. I do not. That is Abby
Luke-
speaking.
Luke is
Dude.
just gonna like signal to the others just be like. Just like
Addie's
basically trying to let people know that
squeezes
there's no one in
These
there.
hand tighter.
Just basically
Okay.
just want to let people know that there's someone in there and we need to be
Okay,
quiet
so-
when we go past.
Luke, make sure people knows. Cad, what did you say you were doing?
Did Cad also hear that? Because 26.
Cad, I was keeping your successful perception check with
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Can I like? It's just so I just hear breathing. Can I tell if it's human or?
It doesn't sound human. It sounds off, but it sounds like breathing. And you realize one of the reasons it sounds so off is because there are multiple sets of things breathing in there.
That's fucking Medusa. Let's fucking leave.
Friend!
Nope.
Friend,
We're going.
not
We're
friend.
going.
Okay.
I run into the tent
Sneaking
and hug
past.
Medusa.
No, you do not.
Sneaking further in.
So moving past this tent, because at this point Luke has pointed to this tent and like made a motion that there's something in there, and the rest of you would hear this sound now as you're going by, now that's been pointed out to you through the rain. But if you're all keeping going, moving past this tent, it would actually be quite easy to continue towards the clearing of the giant snake. What are you guys doing for that? Because you are visible. You
The
are
giant-
stealth, but you are visible.
The giant snake is like moving
In front of the, it is doing a figure 8 pattern in front
I was
of
gonna
the.
say, is there ever a time where it's like, I figured it. For some reason I thought it was like eating its own tail. I was like, is there a time where there's a very small gap? Right.
With the tactics class that you've taken,
Yes, I did that.
being able to count the timing of the watch, you think you might be able to sprint by? Maybe you don't think all 7 of you would be able to do it at once.
How many do
We
I think
could
can do it at
time
once?
we could time our run. We
2
could
to
time
3
it.
at a time.
I could tangle him.
Because some of us can teleport and some of us can go invisible. So if we can get enough people across via teleport,
The people that can teleport are the same people
I
that
know.
can go
I'm
invisible.
thinking is we can get 2 people across and then make a return trip and then we can go invisible.
I will remind you, one of you can fly. I will remind.
one of
I
us
will
can
throw
fly.
that out too.
But also, wind is loud.
And
So-
also, you're in a rainstorm.
Yeah, we're in a
Raining.
rainstorm.
right?
Very loud.
Do I? Yeah, I know, but do I reasonably think I could do that?
Your wind is not louder than a rainstorm.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
All right.
There's
Okay.
7 of us. If we can get 2 people
I will take
across-
someone over.
Okay, there's 7 of us. We can get 2 people across via teleportation, and then we can
That's-
come back and sneak across. But we don't need to sneak across if we've already teleported, I guess. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
we
Yeah,
can. So
because
From my
that's-
count,
there's
there's
7 of
one
us. There's
person
7 of
left.
us. So yeah.
we had this problem with the fire
Um,
snakes as last time.
That's-
I can make a return trip. I can make a return trip.
Well, no,
'cause I can fly back.
If that's 4 people across and then 1 person flying with it, and then you flying with 1 person over, that's only 1 person that has to sneak. If they, that's
Yeah, but I can return trip to
I
save
see
them
a
having
hand
to
up.
sneak.
that's more risky.
Yo, I see a hand up. V, what do you got?
So this is right in front of the entrance?
This is directly in front. This is the current thing that is guarding the entrance.
Also,
But here's the thing.
our invisibility
Yes.
is not subsequent. Is not only for us. We can make someone else invisible.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it's the spell. So you would have
Really?
to you would have to upcast it, which is something you've never
Oh.
tried.
I mean, yeah, rules is written.
And
the spell
as
can be
soon
used
as
on
you
someone
cast
else.
another spell or take damage, it would go away. So we would have to be really careful.
Shadow travel isn't a spell.
Shadow Travel's not a spell.
I'm thinking of the 1 person who's going to get left behind in this situation. If we can make
Yeah.
that 1 person invisible,
I
then they can
I will
get
go back
across.
for them.
But
Okay.
you going
It's
back
risky
for
to
them
have
is,
you
is
go
riskier
back.
than them waiting for the gap. And
Just
running.
I will say, from the tactics class, because again you took the tactics class, I will say, you would know that the max reach on the snake is probably something Luke could avoid. Versus, you also would remember because a couple of you took the monster. Who took the monster hunting class?
I think I did.
I believe.
Okay, the 2 of you would remember that snakes.
I had like 4 years there. I don't really know what I did.
I'll count you, Kate. I'll count you.
Cool, I
Annie would
took-
count for this. You would remember that snakes, a lot of time, aren't sensing from sight. They're sensing from vibrations and feeling.
Okay. All right.
And
yeah.
someone being invisible doesn't have as much of an impact. So, I would say from the tactics class, you would think that the flight would probably be better.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. I'm
So,
gonna
yeah.
place a hand on Luke's back. I'm gonna try and upcast invisibility on Luke.
Okay. Sounds good.
Can
All
I
right.
try? Can I ask Shadow to go small?
Yeah, he shrinks immediately.
I
Down
thank
to his,
you.
like, your giant 10-foot long, 6-foot tall black jaguar cat just into a small kitten that is now, as you pick him up, is just shivering and soaking and cold.
No, I put
As
him
this,
in my
like,
jacket.
rain is just pouring down on him.
I put him in like
Um,
my little the
Okay.
kangaroo pouch of my sweatshirt.
All right. Bonnie, before I get to you, I'm going to do the upcasting on the shadow thing real quick. Can you, Birdie, go ahead and roll spellcasting mod plus d20.
Okay. So that is a 16 plus 5 is 21.
21. Yeah.
21.
So easily
Icon is
enough,
silly.
you have the way that you've always summoned the shadows, because it was hard for you to get a grasp on this initially. It was very hard for you to learn this skill.
But I've used it a few times
Oh.
since.
You figured it out, and the way that Callie always got it to you was like you're stealing the shadows and pulling them to yourself, but that's never really like been something that has been to your personality. And as you take this protective nature you've always had and just kind of try and cloak Luke in these shadows, you see that along the ground, all of the shadows that are in the long grasses and on the twigs and the sticks and the rocks that are there, you see all begin to slither their way together and fully engrasp Luke, and he vanishes from sight.
Okay, you're
So
invisible,
you have
buddy.
made Luke invisible, and I will not give you downsides because of how well you rolled. So that is something you've done.
Okay.
The rest of you, are you doing anything before you make this trip?
Who's gonna
No.
take who?
No, never mind.
I just extend my hand. Who wants to shadow travel?
Okay. So Bonnie, your thing you don't want to do anymore?
Well, I thought we were going to do the lightning strike, or is that not what we're doing anymore?
That's last resort.
Okay.
I thought we'd already done that.
Like this. Yeah, we
No,
okay.
you guys started the storm. A singular large
Yeah,
lightning
the
strike has
plan-
not happened yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
the plan
the more we
was
change the plan, the more you can't rely on what I drew. Just-
that's I'm saying this out of character. The plan was to do the rainstorm, and if that didn't work, then do the lightning. But it has worked so far.
Because the lightning might draw them out.
Exactly.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
like, what Maya drew for Augury was the plan with the lightning strike.
Oh.
Yeah. If
True.
she's freaking out about that, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, this
V,
is out
I
of character
see.
because I thought we were doing the lightning strike, and I was just, it's fine.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
we'll do that if we need it, but currently we don't need it at the moment. But we may need it in a minute because something may go wrong in a second. Who knows?
I see a V hand up.
Is there some sort of check I could make from observing the twins' shadow travels to see if it would also take shadow with me?
I would say that while he's in his small form, shadow mechanically would count as an object that's being worn or carried. So I would.
We've also got
Left.
creatures
Yeah.
that I would assume would
So-
He's like a familiar.
Yeah, in terms of that rule setting, yeah, I'd count him that way. So just generally speaking, I would say
I'll
yeah.
volunteer to shadow travel. I don't like being risky.
Okay,
Go for it.
so my two Hades kids.
Held a
May you-
hand out to Maya.
May you please both re-up your stealth checks as you attempt to stealthily travel across this void with your shadows.
Okie doke. That is a 17.
That is, I got a 16 plus 4. A saucy 20!
Saucy 20.
Ooh.
Okay. And then, Cad, what'd you say?
17. 15 plus 2.
Okay. So who is each of you taking?
I believe I'm taking V.
Okay. And
I'm taking
Maya.
Maya,
okay.
if she's okay with that.
Maya, you are a little bit more used to this because actually both of you have experienced shadow travel exactly once, though Abby was not here when V did it. You learning from the kind of whiplash that you gave Maya last time, you learn you put your hand behind her neck, one hand on her shoulder, and push forward
Like quick.
like Quicksilver, just and as you
Next to the
step
whiplash.
forward, you feel that cold bask over you, a completely different kind of cold than the rain that was on your face. You feel this soulless, whispering wind move over your face as darkness enshrouds you. And then in half a second, you step forward and you are in front of the vineyard. Cadmus, you take V and very easily with your hulking shoulder are able to just grasp her fully and move forward. And you land directly next to your sister. And there's this moment where you both are getting up and you both have this mutual feeling of yeah, we're really getting a hold of that skill.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Guys, Luke's gonna have to hold Annie's hand to carry her over.
Yeah!
Silent.
It hit me like a couple minutes ago.
Yeah,
and I
I
just
saw
did
your
not
face.
myself.
I saw your face. I was already thinking
Yep.
it, and then I saw your
Yep.
face, and I was like, "Yep." She's realized.
So, you have made it across, and as you look back, you see that the large gray and green scaled serpent has not noticed you and is continuing its pattern. Luke, who are you taking across first?
He's gonna offer. He's like, "Okay, who wants to go first?"
By the way, you two are just hearing a disembodied voice, and you can see the rain is falling on a human, but there is no human there, and it's just kind of dripping off.
I don't want to.
Annie, you, Addie, you.
I mean,
go
I
ahead,
don't want
go.
to
No.
Thanks. Okay, thanks. Yes, please.
Just
The fear
wraps his
aesthetics
arms
of
around
the
you and
takes
just start
the watch of romance.
flying.
Okay. So, Luke, you have realized thus far that it's easier to carry someone from under their armpits as you're
Okay.
flying, just because you're the one who really the wind is
Mhm.
pulling up. So you kind of get around behind Addie, and
Now
It
she's
is-
just floating.
Addie is just kind of floating.
I'm flying,
like this.
Luke.
So, I need
Annie,
separate
Annie
stealth
now
checks.
just looks like something out of a horror film. You know where they have those films where they're
Oh,
just
I was
floating in the air.
I was
Yep.
thinking Titanic,
What did you say, Aaron?
but
I was saying I need separate stealth checks from the both of you. Luke's yours is with advantage.
Nice.
I was going to suggest
Natural
20. Ooh.
I did 16 and
So,
then natural 20.
Shadow traveling twins. As you kind of like stand up, you look back and it spooks the shit out of you that Cat, as you turn, Addie is eye level with you already, just floating T-posing in the air. Just without a noise, you two very easily just...
I'm holding my breath. That's why I'm so stealthy. I'm like...
Hey, I would like to point out, I just saw in the chat that someone said we've had no character deaths yet. That's technically not true.
I died.
That's technically not true.
I died.
And then you came back.
I got better.
Because Thanatos didn't come for you. That's a whole thing.
Yep.
Anyway, all right. So, Luke, you're going back, right?
Yes.
I'm keeping your previous stealth check for that one, just
Oh,
because it was
nice,
really
okay.
good. Because it was really good, I'm gonna let you carry that through back on the way back. So, Annie, while everyone is gone, you have this moment where you go, this is the first time I have been properly alone since the basement. There has been someone there the entire time. You hear the wind roaring and the rain splashing down on you, but all you're hearing is the not talking around you.
Huh.
And as you're having this moment, this quiet, you eventually hear a of Luke landing next to you, though you cannot see him. You see his indentations in the ground. You see the rain falling where he should be, but is not.
It's an awkward moment of silence as he realizes what's about to happen.
Are we about to kiss right now?
So everyone's there safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, just you. You ready?
I don't know. Wait, how? How did you? I mean,
I
do you
just like on
like
I put my hands.
Bridal.
I'll just
style.
Nope.
No, you gotta do it like Aladdin. Are we about to kiss right now?
no, they're not.
No. No.
I
You can't see it because he's invisible, but his face is bright red, so it's fine. Just like
Her face is bright red.
This is the real reason Cad put invisibility on Luke.
Nope. So
I got you,
just
bro.
like, just put his arms just under yours and just fly on up.
And as the rain storms and the wind
So-
blows, you hear on the wind a voice going, "Stay away from my son!"
So you two begin to gain altitude. I need separate stealth checks from you. Luke, yours with advantage.
I'm rolling with my Vaxel on D20. If it fails
Good
me,
job, I have advantage. Oh my god.
Yeah! Excellent.
Genuinely? Okay. This is so good I have advantage.
That one, that's 20.
Because yes.
Okay,
Nat
what was
1,
yours?
nat 20.
Well, I rolled a nat 1.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Good to know.
So we have a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Can you do
So-
your thing?
It doesn't work on. I have a thing I can use.
That someone
No.
died.
So I have things I can use, but it's only
We
on
don't know that
saving
for
throws or
sure.
attack rolls. Then I
Yeah,
have
you didn't
another
take
thing
the
I
one
can
for
do.
ability checks.
No, and then I have another one I can do, but she's not doing that for a bit.
So, Annie, as you're being raised into the air, Luke kind of like grasping around from behind and like picking you up to fly, you have this moment of just vertigo as your feet take off the ground and you just feel these cushions of wind coming up underneath you to carry you. And it spooks you for a little bit, to be quite honest. And you do the shake, and it's at that moment that you back your head and it bonks Luke directly in the nose. And at that point, there is this sound from the two of you that there was already so much panic in this. There was already so much panic in this interaction that there is a squeal of noise, and you're still not sure which of the two of you made it. But at that exact moment, everyone else who's standing at the front of the vineyard, you see the snake stop, and just look upwards, where there is a dangling Annie who is now like trying to like apologize.
Who is your god now?
At that moment,
I will say, the snake had a ready to action against anyone it saw,
I
so
was
it
gonna say-
will get an attack.
okay, and then I would like to do something.
Okay.
Something I haven't successfully done yet.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
fine.
actually really low. That's actually really low. I don't think that hits you. Does a 14 hit you?
No, I'm a strong
Okay.
girl.
So as you look down, you see that that there is just a pair of massive jaws wider than you that are snapping up at you, fangs exposed, small teeth out there. And as it crunches down, the edge of the fang just hooks your shoe rubber and clips the end of it, but doesn't take your shoe with it, because you all remembered to tie your shoes this morning. And it lands back down on the ground and hisses up at you and is about ready to make a strike. What are you doing?
Oh, your shoes, kid.
I grasp a shard of a mirror in my hand, pull out of my pocket, and I'm squeezing it so tight that probably a little bit of blood
Mhm.
pours on the mirror. And
Nice.
Annie's she's casting Pool of Narcissus, but like,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's trying to distract the.
So as that panic happens, it's that oh shit, oh shit, oh shit moment. You reach in your pocket and pull out the shard of mirror that you've tried on a snake once before and it just didn't work last time. And you
Mhm.
push it downwards and it's going to make a whiz save.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
That's a 2
assuming the
minus
snake is
2.
not
That's a
very
0. So,
That fails.
so as you push the shard
As zero
downwards,
fails, I hope it would.
you see that the rain all around the snake's head collects itself and makes this jagged semicircular disc in front of its face that is a pure reflection of it. And its very slit pupil eyes widen and its head turns slowly and it just stares into the mirror.
Mm-hmm. Go,
And you
go,
guys can
go.
continue the fight.
Just from behind you, just says like, that was really fucking cool.
Thanks, I've never really done it before. Go fast.
That was-
I don't know how long it lasts.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yep. Just gonna keep going.
Okay. So as the snake rolls a -1 and a 3 on its next 2 rolls, you both. It's got a -2 wisdom, and it's fucking. I'm not having good rolls today.
Good.
It's good.
You guys make it all the way across the clearing and land next to the rest of your group mates directly in front of the entrance.
We have about a minute. We need to go. It knows we're
We have to
here.
go.
Okay.
Snake knows we're
Okay.
here, but it's distracted.
Okay.
We gotta go.
Okay.
Gotta go.
So the 7 of you turn, and there is this moment of trepidation hits you. That you look forward and you see that you're looking down a row of trellises in a vineyard. And it just goes on until it eventually disappears into a foggy mist. And
I take Addie's hand.
I grab it. I will grab it.
okay,
I take
the rest of you doing
Callie's
anything?
hand.
Fucking go.
I take Callie's hand and I take Luke's hand. I
Yep.
think we should
If
buddy
you,
up
yeah,
and
if you
go through
take,
the
if,
mist.
yeah,
Both
yeah,
of
for
Cad's hands are on
grabbing
the
hand.
shotgun.
With
Cool.
my other
Yep.
hand, I will go for Annie if she will let me.
I will do the same with your other hand.
Oh.
Just
We're
instinctively.
making-
instinctively.
We're making a
I will
change.
take Cad's
Okay.
hand
Why are we doing
to
this?
link it. I don't
So,
know.
all
but
seven
it
of
is
you.
here.
Link hands,
So which
having
one's
this
you?
argument in character, because you definitely are. And as you all grasp hands, you begin to step forward, moving into the maze itself. And as you step in, the fog begins to intrude upon you and wraps itself around you. Suddenly, your visibility is less than a foot. You cannot see
Okay,
the people
Frozen
next to
2.
you who you feel. And after a moment, all of you feel those warmths in your those warmth hands within your own disappear.
Oh shit!
And that's where we're gonna take our break.
Oh, no.
So
No.
we will be back in. Let's say you guys want to just make it a 10-minute break because I just have to like.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
want to make
Oh,
quick.
We'll
Yeah.
make it.
Okay.
This is a short episode anyway, so we need to.
Yeah,
short break.
we will take a 10-minute break. We'll be back at the 55 mark. it's lovely to see a bunch of you guys here. We have a bunch of new viewers, and we'll.
Yeah, we got Reed.
Yeah, I recognize a lot of these people.
Hello, friends.
I recognize a lot of these people from the charity stream. Thanks everyone for joining.
Yeah, nice to see you guys.
Oh, yeah,
What's
thanks
up?
for coming in and hanging
Yeah,
out.
the charity stream friends.
All right, so we are going to
yeah.
take a tinkle break, and we are going to
Tinkle
be
break.
back in just
Tinkle,
a few.
tinkle.
So we'll see you all then.
Bye.
Hey everybody, we're back. Oh,
Hello.
welcome back to this week's episode of Dungeons and Demigods. Just to catch everybody up, who may have joined during the mid-break. What we've accomplished so far this episode is our adventurers are 7 demigods on 2 separate quests, who they have currently made it to the end of one of their quests, led by V, the child of Dionysus, to reclaim the Thyrsus of Dionysus, his godly weapon. It is meant to be in his vineyard, which they have now made their way to the outer parts of that vineyard, which was guarded by a group known as the Iamidai, these legacies of the prophet Iamus. There's a whole lot to go into that. If you want to know more about the Iamidai, please go onto the Schooner or later YouTube and look at all the VODs. They're mostly all there. And from there, they made their way to this valley where to distract the Snake Warriors and the Iamidai, who are currently guarding the front of this vineyard, hoping to stop the demigods from making it there at all. They caused it to rain. The child of Zeus, Luke, in the party, pulled on his father's will and created a bit of a thunderstorm. And the 2 children of Hades managed to shadow travel most people across, while Luke ferried them on the winds. And the 7 of them have made their way to this foggy vineyard where this magic fog seems to hold grasp on them. From there, they all clasped hands to make their way together, only to very quickly be torn apart by the magics of this maze.
No.
As they are now all... I'm pretty sure that's going to get us... Birdie, I'm pretty sure that's going to get us on Twitch. Pretty sure. It is a Nerf gun, but you know Twitch. They're pretty strict. So, to get us started off, let's just have everybody roll a d20. Let's see who we start with.
Oh, we're rolling initiative to see who
9.
gets scared first.
Oh gosh, do we get to add anything to it?
No, just a d20. And I'm not going to have you tell me
19.
yet, because I'm not keeping track at the current moment.
Oh god.
Does that mean I can
Oh
reroll?
no, V.
Absolutely not. Okay, I'm just pulling up a couple of things real quick that I probably should have gotten in the last 3 minutes of us breaking. Let's see here. Alright. Cool. Let me pull up one more table that I have, and then we'll be ready to get started with the Malicious Maze of Madness.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh no, Aaron!
Yay.
Okay, Hannah, what did you roll?
8.
8. Luke, what did you roll?
19.
Okay. So Luke, then Addy, Cadmus, what did you roll?
9. I'm
9.
holding the fingers up.
Okay. Callie, what did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
Okay. Maya, what did you roll?
17.
What'd you say?
17.
17? Okay, good to know. V, what did you roll?
This many.
Okay.
Oh no.
no.
Annie, what did you roll?
8.
8. Addy, what did you roll?
8.
We both
Both
rolled
of-
8s.
Both of you roll again, please.
At least we're
4.
getting all of our low rolls out of the way.
17, which
4
someone
and
else
17.
also rolled.
Okay, well, no, but you two were just rolling against each other.
Okay.
Callie, Cad, Annie,
It's nerf
Addy.
or nothing.
V. So, looks
Oh
like
my
we're starting
God.
with our child of Zeus.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
It's
Yikes.
nothing, bro.
We're going to spend a few minutes covering what happens as you initially enter the maze.
Oh no.
So, Luke, in one
Hi.
of your hands is down, grasping Maya's hand, and the other is with Annie's, and you feel them both, two of the people who've been really supporting you through this journey. And at the same moment, both of their hands you feel dissolve into mist as you are no longer grasping them. And you are now alone with maybe 2 feet worth of visibility in the fog. What are you
Annie?
doing?
Maya, where'd you go? What? He's looking around for them, like reaching, trying to see if they just like let go, or like he's.
You very quickly
No
are
visibility.
swiping your hands through the fog, trying desperately to grasp onto them. There is nothing. You are swiping through mist.
Hello?
There is no echo, no answer, nothing. Your words fall dead in the mist.
Okay. Gonna slowly, very cautiously take a few steps forward.
And you feel the hard pack of dirt, of road underneath your feet, even though you can't see it. And you begin to slowly but steadily walk forward.
He's gonna take out
Eventually-
his longsword as well.
Okay, so you pull out your longsword, and the slight shimmer of celestial bronze in the fog gives like a yellowish tint to the fog around you, as the light coming off the celestial bronze is there. You begin to step forward, and you walk for solid 20, 30 feet, and eventually you come to an intersection where there are 2 separate rows of vineyards, one to the left and one to the right. Which one are you taking?
Can't go straight.
No, it comes to a T intersection.
Oh boy. He is going to go left.
Go
with
left.
His left-handedness.
Maya and V, can you each roll a D10 for me, please?
Oh no.
7.
7. Okay. 10?
9.
9. Okay. All right. Let me pull something up real quick. And
Hate it.
you should.
I love
don't
it.
say
It's
that.
so cool mechanic wise. Like, I'm sitting here trying to figure out how you're keeping track of everything. Like, I'm so into this.
This is so cool, but I'm terrified.
Oh, so am
Me
I.
too, but
So-
I
like,
love it. but
Excited.
fear
Luke.
hours.
Yup.
You take a few steps into the mist, and as you step forward, your visibility begins to expand slightly. You can now see maybe 15, 20 feet in front of you. It is
Okay.
off 5 feet to either side for a total of a 10-foot wide walking path. There are vineyard trellises that seem too tangled to get past, but forward is just open walkway. You see patches of grass along the mud and dirt road. But you wander for a few moments, and you don't know why you're here. You don't know where did you end up. You don't know even your own name. You just
What?
are someone who is walking the mist. Bonnie, Maya, you enter into the maze holding Callie and Luke's hand, and they are torn from you. After seconds of panic and trying to find them, you can't find them anywhere. You are alone and scared.
Fuck. Just gonna try calming down. I'm assuming that, like, she didn't hear anything after she's, like, been calling out their
Not a
names.
damn thing. Not even the whisper of a breeze. It is just fog and emptiness.
Okay. She's just gonna walk forward and just try to, and hope that everyone is just walking forward.
So as you begin to walk forward, your feet on the ground, the only noise being made besides the breath that you're taking, you eventually come to a three-way intersection. You can go forward, to the left, or to the right.
What is my gut telling me?
You have no voice in your gut. You've never felt a lack of help at all. There is no help here. That makes you feel really not safe. The prophetic powers you've had as a child of Apollo and a seer of prophecy, you don't feel the grasp on you right now. Whatever this place is, it is stopping you from telling the future and which direction you should go.
Fuck. Alright.
So what are you doing?
Maya's gonna go. I'm rolling.
Okay.
Okay, Maya's gonna go right.
So you rolled on which way to go. Interesting. You're going to go to the right. Okay. Maya, as you look forward thinking, maybe I should go forward, but there's also the right and left, you are trying to work with your human gut instead of your emotional gut, and you just give it that Aussie slang of fuck off, and you just turn to the side and you begin to walk. And eventually that lack of visibility begins to go away and the fog begins to open up, and you find yourself in a clearing between two sections of vineyard, and it opens up to be maybe a 30-foot wide circular area. And the fog almost magically stops at a thick wall at the edge of this clearing. You have full visibility now. And you see in the center of the clearing there is a large willow tree just placed there. And there are 5 exits to this, not counting the place you've just come in, with a total of 6 roads leading to this tree.
There's 6.
There's 6
Okay.
total.
Maya still doesn't have her gut feeling.
There is no gut feeling.
Alright. She's gonna take the third one from the left.
Okay. And you begin to walk that way. And then, Callie. You have entered the maze. Your brother is gone. Maya is gone. Luke is gone. Addie is gone. Annie is gone. V is gone. Even that little cat is gone. But Edgar Allan Crow is still with you.
Hell yeah!
What are you doing?
Callie will look around her for a sec. And just get this kind of grin on her face. And get her sickle and point it towards the maze and just say, alright, so that's how you want to play this. Fine.
Okay.
And she's gonna give Edgar Allan Crow some scritches.
Mhm.
And Callie
Let's do it.
runs pure.
She runs where?
purely on instinct, so she's just gonna walk forward.
Okay. And like you feel like the bone nubs of his spine as you touch your skeleton bird, this fleshless animated familiar that you have. And you kind of sit him up on your shoulder, you take out your sickles, and you just run. And you're running on instinct. You come up to the first crossing where there are 3 separate directions you could go, and you immediately turn to the left. And then you begin to sprint forward. There's another intersection. Which way are you going? Left, right, or forward?
Right.
Right. You move to the right, and you begin to move forward. Interesting. As you're running, you suddenly have to stop. As you see in front of you, the ground, the visibility has opened up, by the way. You can see probably 25, 30 feet in front of you, though there's a light obscuring a fog. You see that there is a slick puddle on the ground, probably 10 feet long. Mirror surface. You can see yourself looking at it. And you see that as you look down, it has this purple-red tint to it. And the air smells of alcohol.
Haha! This is definitely wine and not anything else nefarious. Clearly that's what this is. Can I break off one of the branches of the maze and throw it in?
Okay, so you walk over to one of the vineyard trees and very easily snap it off and toss it in. And you see that as it hits the puddle, it hits it like a flat surface. And then it slowly begins to sink in. And the puddle grasps around the branch and pulls it farther in as it begins to congeal together into one larger sphere-like entity that has this texture not unlike jelly as it begins to forward towards you slowly. Cad.
Hi. Let's dance.
You are alone in the maze. The mist is there. What are you doing?
Remembering the prophecy
Mm-hmm.
and the maze and everything he's learned about Dionysus. He just takes a moment to center himself and he retrieves from his pocket his mother's ring, which is a band of black metal with a white gem asphodel plant.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna force it onto one of his fingers. It's way too small, so it just cuts off the
you
circulation
can
a little bit.
jam it onto your pinky.
His plan is it's gonna cut off the circulation and just hurt a little bit to keep him grounded.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna start walking forward, shotgun raised.
Okay. You begin to walk forward. You hit a T intersection where you can go left or right. What do you do?
Right.
Okay. Interesting. When you go right, you can feel that you're being watched. It's something that's in the back of your head, something you're always ready for. And as you're walking forward, the visibility is still nothing. You can see almost nothing. But with your passive perception of, I believe, 14?
13.
13. Okay, yeah, 13 still would hit it. You can hear in front of you a of this wooden sounding movement, this squeaking of almost hinges.
I'm gonna put down Rattles.
Okay.
I'm gonna close
You bring
my
out
eyes,
this small desiccated squirrel skeleton.
place him on the ground, and I send him off. And I'm just gonna look through his eyes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage for Rattles because the fog is so thick.
Okay.
And it's using his wisdom at the moment.
What's the wisdom of a rat?
Do you want me to look it up for you?
Sorry,
I
don't have that.
familiar stat blocks, people.
Yeah,
Remember, that was part of your homework to have
yeah,
it.
sorry.
The perception is going to be +0, so it's just a straight D20 roll.
Okay, that's a 16.
Was that a disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
My first was
So-
17.
So Rattles goes on the ground, and as he begins to crawl forward on all 4 feet, you hear the like rattling noise of his tail behind him. And you push your vision into him, I believe is what you were going to do.
Yeah.
And as you're standing there, you see from his point of view, looking up at you, he can't see past your knees. You are just a pair of boots and black jeans to him.
Okay, I have no attachment to this skeleton. Go off into the fog.
You push him forward, and about 25 feet later, he almost runs into what looks like a wooden clog, like a foot. And as he looks up, you see a pair of old, cracked wooden legs walking about the vineyard. You can't see the rest of it because it's shrouded in fog, but you see green vines have wrapped themselves around these legs, and there are random spots of like hinge metal and rusted scraps coming out the sides of it.
Okay, being aware of that, I'm gonna go back into my own vision and head towards it, with making sure I'm like keeping an eye where it should be.
Okay. Next person is going to be Annie. Annie.
Yeah.
You are within the span of an hour. Twice now you have been left utterly alone.
She's going to, within like a swift movement, pull out her shield and her sword. Kind of.
Okay. You immediately pull them into position and take a look around. Roll me a perception check at disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage? Well, I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Okay. It is
But
fog.
with my perception, that's a 4.
It is emptiness. It is the void. This
those
gray
guys are
blue.
both going in the jail. That's my second
wet
natural one of the night.
void is just fog.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Pull out the rope she has in her bag. Kind of kneel down, dig a little hole in the dirt. Stick the end of the rope in it, pack it.
Okay.
Give it a little tug, make sure it's gonna stay. And then she's gonna walk while holding the rope and letting it go, leading a line.
Okay. Good to know. And you have 50 feet of rope?
Yeah.
You walk forward for about 30 feet before you hit a T intersection, where you can go right or left.
I'll go right.
Okay. After about 20 feet down that hall, you feel the end of your rope begin to tug.
I don't have anything else that can help me. I'm just gonna... let go of the rope. Keep my hand on the wall.
With a deep breath, you run your fingers along the vineyard
And walk.
posts. Begin to move forward. Can I get a D10 roll from Cadmus and Addie?
Five.
Okay.
1.
1? Okay. Okay. Addie, you remember when you were trapped in the Empire State Building during that battle months ago, that there was one thing that saved your life, and that was your shield. And it has been with you for the last 4 years. It is one of the first items you picked up at camp. And as you're going through the fog, everything is so ominous and so inspiring that you have to keep both hands on your shield. It is what is going to get you through life. You feel an unnatural attraction to the shield. The shield is what is going to keep you safe. And God's be damned if you're going to be separated from it. And it's something important to note for later, but for now you just continue to walk through the mists.
So I don't have my sword out?
You would have to put your sword away to grasp with both hands. The shield.
Full on defense mode, like twitching
Full
at every
defense mode.
single...
Yes.
Twitching
Correct.
at things that aren't there, looking around frantically.
just make note of that real quick. Okay. Addie. You felt very, not safe, but secure coming into this maze because you had V's hand. V has gotten you through a lot of the last couple days, and you just feel that hand disappear.
V?
You don't hear a response.
Hello? Guys!
Your words die a few feet away from you as the mist just absorbs all sound, not giving you an echo or a response, not the breath of the wind, nothing.
Do I see anything?
Not particularly, not outside your 2-foot visibility. You
put
can't
my-
even see your hands all the way out in front of you.
Okay. I outstretch my arms and I start to slowly walk forward, kind of like waiting to see if I feel something.
Okay. You walk for 40 feet before you eventually come to a T intersection where you can go right or left.
Left.
Okay. You go left. And you walk down. Kate, we are hearing your clicking, by the way.
Sorry. Trying to relight my candle.
You go left. And as you're walking, you feel your vision begin to return as the fog is not so panic-inducing, as you are now at a clearing where there's a large willow tree in the center and 6 paths leading away from it.
I will see if I see anyone around.
As you are walking forward, you see just the slightest glimmer of something gold yellow disappear down path number 3.
I'll follow it.
Okay, good to know. V, you are alone, and there's a moment of panic, but then you drop your hand down to the satchel at your side, and you feel the warmth and the purring of a cat inside the satchel. Your cat is still with you, but everyone else is gone.
Thank God. Thanks, Aaron. I'm gonna take out my little kitty. I'm gonna put him on my shoulder. Well,
as you pull him out, he kind of like struggles against your grasp as you try and put him up on your shoulders. And actually gets to the point where he's making movements for you to let him go.
are you going to run away? Okay. I put him down.
And as soon as he drops to the ground, you see him like shake himself, and he grows to his 10-foot long form, his 6-foot tall form, and just begins to knead his paws into the dirt. And he rolls over and just places his back on the mud and begins to just get very comfortable. And it's almost like he's reassociating himself with this place. He seems very comfortable.
When he rolls on his back, I want to rub his tummy.
Yeah, and he begins to purr.
Is this home, buddy? Is this where you're from?
And as he turns over, his fur just coated with sandy mud, he looks up at you and he takes his tongue, which is like a giant Brillo pad at this point, and licks it up the side of your face. And then he turns and hops once directly into the air, full haunches, leaving you alone in the fog.
Which way did he jump?
He jumped forward.
I go forward.
Okay. You eventually reach a 3-way intersection where you can go forward, left, or right. Right.
I'm following the right wall.
Okay. You follow the right wall. And then you hear a noise. Noise.
Are you having a hairball?
it is not the sound of your cat. As you begin to go forward, you see this silhouette as there is this large purple and red entity, this spherical mass of jelly crawling its way forward, and you hear sharp breathing as you see behind that, Callie is there. What are you two doing?
I'm gonna do a whistle to see if Callie can hear me.
Okay. Callie, you're muted.
Also, you're muted.
Oh, do I hear her whistle?
You hear the full whistle, which I would do, but it'd be very loud to the microphone. Standing behind this giant jelly thing that is moving towards you.
It just like goes around the side of the jelly thing and just goes,
"Hey, Callie."
Hi, I'm just gonna, and I'll be over.
Oh, okay. Do you need help?
If you've got time, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So the two of you, we'll get to your combat in a second, because I'm going to do a couple other things first. So, okay, Cadmus, you heard this creaking, rickety noise. You have a hand on either side of the shotgun. What are you doing?
Heading towards it, and I'm gonna keep it pointed in the direction that I saw it as my familiar.
Okay. And as you begin to walk forward, you see the mists begin to part once again, and you see this creaking thing. It is this large 7-foot-tall humanoid form of, it looks like someone has taken a bunch of random vine trellises, still with the vines on them, and stapled them together with a nail gun. It has this ragged face made out of morphed vines as it turns and looks at you and begins to shamble forward. And you see another shape behind it, this meandering, nonsensical, stumbling walk of someone in a red hoodie, just holding their head, not sure what's going on.
Yoke, first of all, does the shambling thing look like it's meaning to harm me?
It is coming towards you. You do not. It does not currently put off any actions that would make you feel otherwise, like that it would harm you or not. You're not sure.
I just point my shotgun right at the thing. I'm just gonna say, "Stop right there, Luke!" Shout around it.
You hear this, Luke, behind you, but you do not recognize the name that is called. You see this kid with a t-shirt and long shoulder-length black hair.
Wearing full celestial bronze armor. I should point that out.
Yep.
I forgot you had your armor on. And this large metal breastplate. You weren't even aware people still wore breastplate. Why is this kid wearing a breastplate? Yeah. And he's got a full shotgun leveled at something walking towards him. And you recognize the metal. It's celestial bronze? Something.
Luke, buddy, will help.
How? Who?
And as you look down, Luke, you realize there's a sword in your hand, and it feels like your body is ready to fight this thing. You just don't know how. You do, your body does, but you don't.
How did I get here?
You
Who are
walked
you?
in. Okay, how close is this thing to me?
15 feet at this point. And it's just...
We walked in here, buddy. Now, this thing looks like it wants to hurt me. I'm just backing off very slightly.
I don't... Do I see it?
Yeah, it's there. It's big.
Okay.
It's large.
Okay.
Once it's about 10 feet away from me, I'm blasting it.
Okay.
You're not...
As you're hesitating, Luke, you just hear a rattle across the mists. And a large chunk of this thing. Let's see if you hit first.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. Let me roll down and do it stack block real quick. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is an 8 and a 3, which is a 11 plus 2 is 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Are you adding the +1 weapon bonus to all of this?
That is 14 points of damage.
There we go. Because remember, it's still a +1 shotgun.
I don't know if that also applies to the damage.
Yeah, it is considered a +1 item, so it would stack on that.
Okey-doke. Yeah, 14 points of damage.
Yeah, there is a spray of wood as one of the vineyard spikes that had been kind of coming out of its neck. You just blast off, and as you do that, you see behind the vines of its face, you see just 2 pinpricks of purple rotate and widen, looking at you. Okay, and now we are going to pop over to Annie. Annie, you have your shield in both hands, and you are walking forward with it in front of you, and you hear off in the distance, something echoes. But it's far away.
Gonna try to find it.
Okay. Go ahead and actually. Okay. So as you begin to walk forward, you're keeping your shield in front of you. You come across a few more 2- and 3-way intersections, and eventually move, weaving your way through the vineyard. And the more you try to get close, you feel like you're getting farther away. And eventually, you hear something else. You hear a whistling noise. And that seems like it's right behind you, and you turn around, and there's no one there. And you're having a hard time.
Can I walk backwards?
Sure.
Does walking backwards seem to do anything? I'll retrace my steps, but backwards.
Well, as you begin to walk backwards, you kind of close your eyes and begin to just move. You open them expecting to be in the middle of a 3-way intersection, but you're in the middle of a 4-way intersection.
Hear anything down any of the intersections?
At this point, we would be returning to V. No, give me a second.
Yeah.
To V and Callie. V and Callie, what are your initial impressions on this ooze monster?
It's looking not
When you
nice.
call it a monster, it sounds so friendly.
Yeah. It
Maybe
does not
we can
look
hug
nice.
it.
It looks.
Maybe we should hug it.
It looks like Flubber, but purple and angry.
It's a gelatinous cube!
Not really. Not really.
It's a
Gelatinous wine?
What are you two doing initially upon agreeing that you should kill this thing?
Not a gelatinous cube, it's an ooze. A
Okay.
little worse.
After you, milady.
Yeah, Callie would like to be like, I'm just gonna and just take a few steps back, and then
As you back up, you take a few steps back, you bump into something. Annie, immediately you whip your shield around as the two of you run into each other.
Woo! Hi.
Do I see Annie too?
Yes, at this point you would see Annie as they both
Oh my
react
God, hey, girl,
negatively to this.
hey.
Hi.
We're killing
What
this
is
ooze
that?
thing.
It's
Okay.
okay. Long story short, Fee's over there. That's an ooze. It kind of consumes what you touch, like touching it. So maybe don't like punch it. You okay?
Yeah.
I mean, we're in a mist.
Okay, we're gonna hit it now.
We're gonna hit it with a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Next.
Roll attack rolls.
Oh, okay. It's not good. Okay.
Yeah, go for it. If you want to hit it, go for it.
I wanna wreck it.
Aaron, I don't know if I can do this because I've never successfully done it.
Okay.
But I want to try.
What do you want to try to do?
Can I try to summon a shadow blade?
Ooh.
Roll plus your spellcasting mod.
I mean, yeah, cool. I rolled a 19 as a base.
19.
I think my spellcasting mode is plus.
No, you've definitely got it at this point. So as you look forward, there's that feral energy that you felt entering the maze of this is a challenge, and I just get to let loose. So you, with a simple swipe, you feel the shadows coalesce around your finger, and there's a loop of blackened metal shadow wrap around your finger as there is this hook-shaped blade that comes out from underneath your hand, almost like the talon of a bird.
I am begging you to stay in place until I can show Caddy. Can you do that? I really gotta show him this.
It does not respond.
I've been in this mist too long.
So, since all of you are about to do combat, Addie, Maya, you begin to walk through the mist, going through that third route, and as you just let chance guide you through the maze, without particularly trying to find a destination, you eventually come to a small spot where you can see sunlight in front of you. There is light coming forward from the edge of the vineyard, and as you stop for a second to admire it, Addie, you can see that you can see Maya. She's standing there in front of you in the maze.
Maya!
Addie!
Oh my god, I run to her and I hug her.
I like hug.
Oh my god.
You guys are there, you're real, you can feel each other.
Faye? Is Faye with you?
No,
Luke?
I don't know where anyone else is.
I try to look behind her. Do I see anyone else?
You don't see anyone else, but you do hear out in the distance, the sound of a gun firing.
Did you hear that?
I did, but
Could we try to...
It's up to you. You two make the decision right now. Are you going back in or not?
Okay, hold on. I would like to make a perception check with my ears only.
Okay.
To see if I have a general idea of where it came from.
Okay.
What I'm looking for is how far from
distance
where
and direction.
Yes.
Distance and direction. Yep, go for it.
Okay.
D&D, distance and direction.
That is... Okay. A 17.
17. You figure it's a decent ways away, but you could probably sprint there within a minute. If you knew how to get there, you do know it's forward and to the right, but also you're not sure on how you would get there because the path that you took here in your brain doesn't line up with that.
Right.
What if we get separated again?
I don't know.
And Addie, as you say that, you look back and now you see that sunlight at the end of the vineyard.
Should we go back? Or should we... I mean, maybe there's someone else that could help us.
I think we have to trust and hope that they can make it through. Because if we go back in, we might get lost again.
Okay.
Okay. So the two of you make that decision. And everyone else, please roll initiative.
I just want to say that Addie is tearing up at that decision. That was not a light decision to make.
You always have advantage on your initiative rolls. You are demigods.
I know, I'm just reminding everyone.
Well, Cadmus and Luke, you do not get V's bonus to your initiative roll because you are not in the same area. You are in different.
Oh, we get advantage anyway.
No, I was just saying V's advantage, the thing that she gets.
What's your advantage?
You get advantage on your first attack roll, and then you get temporary hit points equal to 4.
Equal to 4? I thought it was 5.
Oh, I should roll initiative for the creatures.
ASI. Well, I took an ASI, but not that one.
Got it. Cool.
Here. So that one is going to go ahead and roll -1, so it's going to be that. And then that one is going to roll -2, so...
Yikes.
Okay. 25-20.
21.
21. I rolled a natural 20 on the one thing that doesn't matter.
Okay, who has the higher dex mod?
I have a +2, so...
Okay, what's your dex? Okay, so that'll go first.
I also got a 21.
Oh, what's your dex mod?
17.
So
Okay, so it's a +3.
Yeah.
So you go first. Okay, cool. 21. V with the 21, and then since we've got, I think, 2 people left, go ahead and both just give it to me.
15.
18 and 15? Okay. Callie, what's your dex mod?
+4.
18, and
he's
then
Dexy.
and then Luke
Dexy.
with the 15. Okay, good to know. First up in order is V. You are 5 feet away from this schlopping ooze creature. What are you doing?
Yeah. To not prevent Callie from being like super cool, I'm just gonna spike growth the ground.
Okay.
Oh wait, hang on. Is it a big enough area in which it would hurt my friends too?
That's what I'm looking up right now. 20-foot radius, so yes, this would definitely hit your friends. There is no way to hit the slime without hitting you or your friends.
Never mind.
Yeah, and it just says a creature, so your friends are not immune to this effect. Okay, what else are you doing?
Never mind.
By the way, reminder, Cadmus, you're on deck.
Cool.
Alright. I'm gonna... Are there, like, hedges or vines around me?
There are the walls of the vineyards. You can see living grapevines that have not sprouted fruit yet.
I would like to try to, like, take one of the vines on the away from me and thorn whip it in that direction, like, not towards me.
That's gonna be a little hard to do. I'm gonna go ahead and have you roll the hit first. Roll the hit first.
Okay.
And there will be a skill check associated with that since you're trying to do it in a different way than normal.
Yes. Okay. Oh, advantage. That is a 18 plus.
I mean, 18 plus, you're already gonna hit.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest here, you're already gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Roll your damage and make me an athletics check.
Athletics check. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's a 17 on the athletics check, and then D4. Three.
What'd you say?
Three
total
damage.
3 piercing damage. Okay, and let me double check something on it real quick. It's piercing damage? Alright, yeah. So you rip one vine off of one of the vineyard walls and lash out, it growing these spiky twig-like thorn-like twigs out from under it, and you lash across it, and you see that as it hits this ooze creature, it just pokes holes along the side of it in a line and rips, and you see these small leaking bits of liquid coming out of the side of it. Okay, it does not look very harmed at all by that, but it did take damage. Roll your athletics check to see if you can...
I already did. That was a 17.
Okay, 17. So yeah, you're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have it make a... Okay, as you grasp onto it and begin to pull, its oozy body just kind of releases the whip as it passes through, and you do not pull it. Cadmus, you are next up. Annie, you're on deck.
Right. So it's very foggy. Does this count as dim light?
Very foggy. This would be considered dim lighting, yes.
Okay, I'm dropping my shotgun and I'm summoning my Shadow Blade.
Okay. Alright, good to know.
Action. And then I'm going to attack it with my Shadow Blade.
Okay.
With advantage because it's dim light.
Yep.
I'm glad I got that because I didn't hit before, so that's an unnatural 20.
Okay.
And that is 2d8. That's a 7 and a 5 is 12, plus 6 is 18 points of damage, and then I'm going to action surge and do that shit again.
That's... okay.
And that is another 17 plus 6. Sorry?
Before you do all your action search stuff,
yep.
When you take your Shadow Blade and swipe across it, that deals psychic damage, correct?
Oh, fuck, yeah.
So as you swipe across it, it harmlessly passes through this construct.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, right then, can I, with the rest of my movement and stuff, could I get my shotgun back?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
yeah.
I'm gonna get my shotgun back.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna just back up as much as I can.
Okay, you would have been in its melee from the thing, so if you're backing up, you're going to take an opportunity attack.
Yep, go for it.
Okay. It'll go ahead and make a slam attack at you. That's going to be an unnatural 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
So as you go to hit with your Shadow Blade and immediately realize, oh fuck, that's not going to work here, you grab your shotgun and pull it up towards yourself, but it brings up its hand and just slaps you across the face. It's going to go ahead and deal... Where's my d8s? It's going to deal... Oh, double sevens. 18 points of bludgeoning damage to you as you feel this wooden post just fucking crack across your face. Immediately, blood begins to spill as your lip is split, and it just is this awful taste.
Yep, just...
Whenever
you're ready, Luke!
Annie, you're up. Callie, you're on deck.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hex on as bonus action on the thingy. Then I'm gonna... Oh, I can't let go of my...
Nope.
Shield. I don't want to let go of my shield. Can I run up and try to, like, bash it with my shield?
Absolutely. So, you run up, and your shield is a non-traditional Greek shield that has a point at the bottom. You liked the idea of a knight shield more when you got yours. So you take your 2 bits, and you can slam it. I would say you're proficient in attacking with a shield, so just roll an attack roll, which would be strength plus proficiency bonus.
That's 13 plus 5, which is an 18.
18 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll, we'll say 1d8 plus your strength bludgeoning damage. Because I'm tired of improvised weapons. Shield should be a proper weapon. Fight me, internet.
Thank you. So that does 7 plus strength, which is 10, plus Hex, which does an extra d6 necrotic.
Okay.
Which is an extra 2 necrotic damage. So that's 12 points of damage total.
You want to fight me?
I mean, it's an ooze.
So as and we'll iron out the rules for shields later. This is just for this combat. We'll figure it out. As you bring your shield down and you burst into it, and it's almost like when you bite into like a gusher like snack, where it just starts to like spill liquid out of it. This purple alcoholic beverage. It smells really sweet. As you bring your shield into it, and you just tear into it and rip a gash open in its side. Remind me the total damage on that again. I apologize.
12 total.
12 total.
2 necrotic, 10 bludgeoning, and 2 necrotic.
Thank you for pointing that out. I do appreciate that. Okay. Is there anything else in your turn?
That's it.
Okay, Callie, you're up. Golem is next, and then Luke is after that.
I don't know if this is something we can actually do, but I'm gonna check anyway. If I said to Annie, heads up, and propelled myself off of her shield to swipe at it, could I do that?
I would let Annie attempt to use her reaction to do that.
Yeah, that was my... You also could just run at it and not jump off of me.
That seems cooler.
Annie, I will allow you to attempt to use your reaction here if you'd like.
I mean, yeah, if she's gonna do it, I'm gonna try to...
Okay, both of you make athletics checks for me. Or no, sorry. Annie, make an athletics check. Callie, make an acrobatics check.
Good, because athletics is the one I'm good at.
You can use a point of your luck, okay?
I don't want to fail, Aaron, and that's a good thing. Got a 19.
Okay, Annie?
11.
11, okay. So... You turn and you're covered in like acidic wine at this point, and you turn and push up right as Callie jumps, and Callie, you save it because she was not expecting you to do this, so she just went with it, and it kind of slips and wobbly, but your footing is so sure that you just hop, double flip forward, and are you gonna make an attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
I love this dice! Except for the time it rolled a 5, but we spent luck on that one. I rolled a 18.
Definitely hits. Already hits.
Okay.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The ooze has an AC of 8.
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna be honest, though. Callie would try and use her Shadow Blade on this one,
Okay.
Because she has no idea that doesn't work, so she's just gonna do that.
This is a different monster.
Yeah, I was
This
gonna
is
say
not
it's
a
a different
construct. So as you bring your
Ow.
Shadow Blade down, go ahead and roll your psychic damage.
Duh, so it's 2d8.
Oh, so
It's
much
a
psychic
3.
damage as well.
And a 6. So 9 altogether, and it's just she's flipping. She's gonna dig it in and just like rip it through as she lands.
Yeah, it's just you bring it down, and there's like that tension underneath the blade that you pull it down, and that helps you get to that safe landing. Because remember, this thing is like 10 foot in every direction in terms of its size. And you bring it down, bringing yourself down to the ground, sliding across it. What was the total damage on that? I apologize.
9.
Okay, that's gonna bring it down to that. Okay, next person up is the Golem. Then Luke is on deck. The Golem's gonna take its turn. And it's going to take its hands and it's going to rotate them up, and its entire upper torso is going to windmill and begin to rotate. It's going to make... I just dropped a thing off my shelf. It's going to make 2 attacks at Cad. I don't think either of those hit. Fuck, that's 7 plus 7 is 14, and 4 plus 7 is 11.
Nope.
So, now that it's backhanded you, as it begins to rotate its upper body and its arms like windmill across... You can feel the wind on your face as you like Neo Matrix underneath of them. Luke, you're seeing this robot attacking a guy who says he's your friend, and it's doing serious damage to him. Like, there's a giant purple bruise already forming across his face, and his lip is split. What are you doing?
I can sorry, I'm trying to think. So I can attack it, right?
Yeah, you can do any of the actions on your character sheet if you feel they'd be right for this. You just don't remember having done them in the past.
I mean, do I remember how to do them or not? Like, that's...
Yeah. It's not that you... Okay. You are running on instinct here, not learned knowledge. This is something that would be instinct. Go for it.
Okay. Right, yeah, I'll... I am, we are level 4 currently,
yes,
so I
correct.
can do that thing once. Sure. I'm gonna bring my hand up, and I'm gonna blast it with Scatterbolt.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's, plus my... spell attack, right?
Yeah, so that's going to be,
cool.
5 plus
Unnatural
2, so
20.
Plus 7 total. Okay, you strike it with lightning. Go ahead and roll damage.
Where's my D10? There it is. Huh. Ha! 9.
9.
Lightning
so,
damage.
As you see this guy, there is this instinctual urge to help, this protectiveness. You have no relationship with this guy. You don't even know his name, and you're already like, he's my friend. I need to help him. So as you hesitate with the sword and bring it down to your side, and your hand comes up, and you see this crackling lightning go across your fingertips, and it pushes forward, outward, and this lightning bolt hits the back of this creature. And as you see the wood begin to scorch, the lightning hits the vine parts and begins to be absorbed. And as you see this lightning hit, the vines lash out, grabbing onto the other pieces of the posts, and begin to lash the creature back together as it regains 9 hit points.
Of course it does. God damn it.
Okay.
Well,
anything else on your turn?
rough, buddy. Only bonus section I have is
to do lightning damage.
To do lightning damage, so no.
Okay. Well, if anything, it doesn't currently see you as a threat because you've healed it. So, that's good to know. Alright. Next up is going to be the Ooze, and then V, you're on deck. Ooze is up. It's going to make a pseudopod attack on Callie, a pseudopod attack on Annie, and then, depending on which is successful, it will do... Why am I rolling damage already? I haven't even rolled a hit. I'm jumping the gun. I'm a rookie. Oh, that probably won't even hit. Okay, so, Annie, that is a 9 to hit you.
No.
Callie, that is a 17 to hit you.
Yeah!
Okay. That's going to do 9 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Hey.
And as it hits you, it's going to attempt to move forward into your space. Can you please make me a strength saving throw?
Sure. Ooh. 12. 12.
Okay, so as it moves into your space, the gelatinous walls of it move around and envelop you. You are engulfed in this creature as you are sucked in. The other two who are there, you can see that Callie is now floating in the middle of this creature. And Callie, it is not like you're just in a bubble full of water. This is pressure. It is pushing down on you, pressing into every orifice. You can feel this water squeezing its way in. This wine, now that you're unfortunately having to taste it. And we'll get to the effects of that on your next turn. However, currently you're considered deafened and restrained while you are inside of it. The next person up is going to be V. Callie's inside of it now. What are you doing? V? Cadmus, you're on deck, by the way.
I really don't want to use my halberd. I don't even know if I would have brought it.
You would have brought your halberd. You haven't left it yet.
I would have brought my halberd.
Yeah. What are you doing? Come on. We got initiative to get through. We want to end early tonight.
I know. I'm gonna... Okay, I know that I can only do it once, but I'm gonna try to Thorn Whip again. I'm gonna really try.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your Thorn Whip.
Okay. That is a 15.
Okay. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. I mean, it's not a lot of damage. Okay. That's 4.
It's 4 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see something real quick. Okay. This creature is considered large or smaller, so there's no save. So you wrap your vines around the creature and pull it forward, and you manage to shift it 10 feet towards you. That would pull it out of Annie's radius, by the way, Annie. Oh, but you used your reaction for the cool jump move. Fuck. Sorry about that. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Callie.
I regret nothing.
Anything else?
I'm gonna, cause this is like my dad's joint. I'm gonna try to ask it to let go. Very nicely.
How are you saying that? What are you saying?
So like I'll Thorn Whip it, whoosh, pull it, and then be like, as a daughter of Dionysus, I demand that you let my friend go, please.
Okay, roll an
I
intimidation
thought we
check.
hear about this.
Roll an intimidation check.
Quite literally.
Wait
My
till
father
my
will
daddy
hear
gets
about this.
home.
Oh, don't
Daddy!
ever say that to me.
Daddy, my tails go away. Oh,
19 plus 4?
23? Yeah.
23. Okay, you shout this at the top of your lungs with dignity and poise. Something the other two, by the way, Callie, even though you consider deafened, you don't hear this, but you see like a V like stand up to her full 4'8",
Still
like,
holding it.
you know, stature, and you say this, and as you stare at it, it just continues. You figure it's probably not intelligent enough to understand what you're saying. However, I do have to roll a couple other things. Good to know. Okay. So, that is your turn. Next person up is Cadmus. Annie, you're on deck.
I'm gonna blast it.
Blast it.
Okay, that is a 18 to hit.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Do. That's 9 plus 3 is 12 points of damage, and then action surge.
Mhm.
Let's blast it again, and that is a unnatural 20.
Okay, good to
and
know.
that is a 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Okay, good to know. You take it. All right. Next person up is going to be Annie, then Callie, you're on deck.
Well,
Annie, what you doing?
I was sending you a text that I haven't sent yet, so don't look for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go swing at it, or jab into it with my shield again, because I don't want to let go of that. It's my shield.
It's your shield.
It's saved me this far. I'm not gonna.
Yep. Roll your attack bonus.
That's a 15.
Is it higher than a 3?
Yes.
Yes, it'll hit. Go ahead and roll your 1d8 plus strength.
1d. That's a 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 5 is 13.
Okay. Shit. That's a decent chunk of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you dig your shield into the side of it and are just, at this point, trying to dig Callie out of this ooze thing. And it's just leaking wine onto you, staining your shirt, staining your clothes. But you're making decent progress. Do you have anything else in your turn? Do you have anything?
No, but I did send you that text. It's not relevant to right now. Just
good to know. Good to know. Good. I will think about it. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay, Callie, you're up. Let's see here, and Golem is on deck. Good to know.
I don't know actually.
Oh,
the
at
dead.
the beginning of your turn, it does have a verbal component, but at the beginning of your turn, let's see here. I need you to make me a con save.
Sure thing. I could do that.
Okay. What is that total?
Let me figure out what to add to this 8, Aaron. 5. So 13.
5. Okay, so 13. So you're trying to figure out what to do, and it's that little bit of panic of like, oh shit, I'm kind of in water and I can't get out of it. And as you're doing that, you feel the entire ooze begin to constrict around you, and as such, the liquid in it pushes, and this wall of wine is forced down your throat, and you begin to suffocate. So you I believe you have a number of rounds equal to 1 plus your con mod, if I remember correctly, before you suffocate, but I will double check that for you.
Yeah, drowning is 1 plus, because
holding breath is different than, so, 1 plus con mod, and then after that, you'll begin to take a level of exhaustion per round.
Okay, my con mod is 3.
So you have 4 rounds before you start taking levels of exhaustion. Okay. Next person up. Actually, you still have an action. What are you going to try and do on your turn?
I guess I'm going to try and attack with...
Okay.
Whilst I suffocate.
While you are in this, I will go ahead and say just roll your damage, because you cannot miss while you are inside of it.
Okay. Shadowblade probably would have gone by now, because I've been enveloped by ooze and its concentration.
Go ahead and roll me a con save, or a con check, sorry, d20 plus your con mod. If it's higher than 10, you should be fine.
No, I rolled a 2.
Okay, so then you're gonna go ahead and Shadowblade vanishes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna use my sickles with this one.
Okay.
7 total.
7 total. Okay. Let me roll something, because it's now taking damage from inside of itself. Yeah, okay. So as you slice forward with your sickle, you feel this release of pressure as you pierce, like, the cell wall around it, is essentially what it's like. And you just, like a second birth, you just slump out of the side of the ooze onto the ground. You are prone, but you're no longer deafened or restrained, and you will need to take next turn to remove the wine from your lungs, otherwise you will continue to suffocate. But at the current point, you are on the ground.
Imagine something being so dumb it's immune to psychic damage.
The
golem is. I'm not about the thing.
Okay. Next person up is going to be the golem, and then Luke, you're on deck. Golem is going to make 2 attacks on Cad. Why am I rolling absolute garbage bag today? Okay, so the only one that hits is a 19, right?
My AC is 19.
Yeah, if it meets it, it beats it. And that's gonna deal
And
Much less
the-
damage than it dealt the first time.
Remember Saturday before last when I was rolling nothing but threes?
Yeah, I remember that.
All comes
That's a total of 10 bludgeoning damage to you, as it just takes the side of its fist and knocks it against the side of your head.
Yeah, Aaron made this for me.
Actually, I didn't make any particular creature for anyone. This was all just that you might not have even run into this. Okay, that's its turn. Luke, you're up, and then Ooze is on deck.
Come on, Luke.
What are you doing, Luke?
Help me.
You have a thing that's called 3 feet of celestial bronze in one hand. I'm giving you fair warning. You are muted.
I said, I know, I'm aware.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, seeing that healed it, I'm gonna stab it, I guess. Stab
Okay.
the thing.
Yeah, run up and stab
Yeah,
it.
the good old slashy slash. 14 plus 4, 18.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. Eight. 6 plus 3, 9
6 plus 3.
damage.
9 points of damage. Okay, so
That is all I can do.
You run up and just crack it over the side of your head with your sword, over the side of the head with the sword, and it turns back and looks at you, and it lowers a fist and then turns its full body towards you as if it's getting ready to get at you.
Full on Hulk and Iron Man. I'm sorry.
Straight up. Next person up is the Ooze. Ooze is gonna do both pseudopod attacks at the person who is in melee with it, which is the lady with the shield who's been gouging out its side. So that is going to be one of those. Definitely does not hit. You are in the dice jail. That is going to be a total of 21 to hit. Annie.
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to be 11 plus 2 is 13 points of bludgeoning damage to you. As a pseudopod, part of it just pops you across the face, giving you 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay. Let me see if it gets its engulf back. It does not. Okay, so next person up is V, followed by Cad.
I'm gonna poke it with my halberd.
Okay, go ahead and go for a full attack.
I'm gonna poke it.
Okay.
Okay, that is an 18.
An 18. Okay, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. 8 plus 4, 12.
12.
12.
Okay. That is a decent chunk of damage, actually. Yeah, that matters. I've been tracking. Don't worry, guys. I got you.
Okay.
As you push the spear into it, it punctures through it, and a large stream of wine begins to steadily flow out. This ooze is beginning to look like a deflated balloon at this point. It's just got like odd wrinkles to it, and there's like this purple, hardish cell wall looking like bit to it that you can now see exposed. Next person up is Cad, who the golem is no longer looking at you. It is looking at Luke, who's on the other side, who has like stumbled up in front of it and given it a look in the eye and just smacked it with a sword. What are you doing? You are muted.
I say, nice of you to join the party, and then I blast it.
Blast it. Okay.
21.
Okay, hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's 12 plus 3 is 15 points of damage.
15.
I mean, I did join the party before, I just healed it.
Yeah.
You know.
I want to point out that was
Whoops.
not your fault. You did
Fair
not know
enough,
that.
yeah. No, I completely don't blame.
Okay. After Cad, I don't think you have anything else on your turn, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Next person up is going to be Annie, and then Callie's on deck.
Run away!
This thing is not looking good, Annie. What are you doing with it?
I just realized I calculated my hit points wrong.
Oh, that's good to know. But since it's not currently hitting you, we should do damage, and then we will work on recalculating those together.
I completely forgot the con modifier thing that like you add constitution.
Were you getting
stuff,
worried
not just-
about your hit points, and then you realized that you should have way more hit points?
I realized that V has more than Annie, and I went, that doesn't sound right.
That
Okay.
is incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my maximum HP just went up by 10.
It's good to know. But it is currently your turn. Are you doing anything on your turn?
Yeah, I'm
Or are you just
gonna
thinking about
whack
how you're a
it.
hardy person? Okay. Go ahead and take your shield
Yeah,
and
I'm
slam it
just
against it
thinking-
again.
That hits. Alright, so
Okay.
I do...
You do 1d8 plus your strength.
9 bludgeoning damage plus 2 necrotic damage.
That's 11. This thing is now considered fucked. It is at less than 10 hit points.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Cool. If only
next
we were
person up.
level 5, I could hit it again.
If only. That'll happen sometime. I don't know when. Callie, you're up. A golem is on deck. You are laying on the ground. There is wine filling your lungs, and you IRL are muted.
What do I roll to not suffocate?
You would just have to take your action to spit up all the wine.
I would like to take my action to spit up all the wine.
So you roll over onto all fours and just violently begin to retch, trying to push this liquid out of you. And there is like a lot being pushed out. You didn't think your body could hold this much liquid as it's just a steady stream, but that is your turn.
Like, as I finish, could I point to V and go, "This wine sucks."
It's funny that you
Does it
say that,
actually?
considering this is some of the most delicious wine ever, just straight up. But
Yeah, it tastes delicious, Aaron, but it almost murdered me.
that's also valid. Remember, don't drink, kids.
Oh,
It's dangerous.
Yep, don't drink.
I mean, don't drink so much that you literally drown. That's never...
That's also true. Alright, Golem is going to make 2 attacks on Luke. Oh, that was so close to a nat 20. I didn't, though. I watched it hit 20 and then pop back, and I was like, ah. Alright,
Did it take?
actually, I don't think either of those hit. That's 12 and 11.
Nope.
By the way, that's the 5th 5 I've rolled for this thing's attacks.
That's rough, buddy.
So both those dice jail.
Keep rolling.
So it goes and attempts to like fly swat over your head twice, but it misses both times as you feel this like duck and weave in your body before you can even think about it. Okay, next person up after the golem is Luke with the ooze on deck.
When I'm dodging and weaving, can I try and dodge and weave in Celestial Bronze Man's direction? Because I don't know his name. Shotgun Man.
Yeah, you can get next to him and stay in melee of the golem. Absolutely.
Man, take me
We need to go.
Could be
This
proud.
thing is bad. We need to leave. We need to
Okay, I've heard you.
go. Are you agreeing to it or not?
On my turn, you'll find out, I guess.
You can respond.
I'll let you respond on this one. Go for it.
Cad would, like, agree, but he'd make a motion to, like, grab at your arm as if he's gonna lead you somewhere. He's gonna try and shadow travel, but you don't know that.
He doesn't know that, so I
No.
don't. If you're agreeing,
I will say, Luke, if you try and leave, it's melee. You will take an opportunity.
yeah,
attack, and that is
I
something you
know,
instinctively
I know. He doesn't
Yeah.
know shit though, so
He doesn't know what Cadmus's capabilities are.
exactly. So if you're agreeing to run,
Yeah, he would like look like he's agreeing.
Okay, yeah, he's agreeing.
If you
Cool.
move, if you make like your motion to leave, I can still chase you and shadow travel next round. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys can both try.
okay,
You
yeah,
guys can both
yeah,
go.
that's what he would do. Then he would turn and run, because you've agreed
Okay.
to run. So he's gonna do. He's gonna turn and run.
Okay.
Can you use your action to disengage? So you
You
don't
could
take
use
an
your action to
opportunity
disengage
attack?
if you want to.
Yes, I will do that then. Yeah.
Okay.
Action
And then you're not
disengage.
dashing,
Thank you, Abby.
so you're not gonna get out of my way.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
So, there you go. You use your action as soon as he agrees, to where you kind of like push back off his shoulder plate and like full juke behind him and just start sprinting. And you start running. Next person up is going to be the ooze, and the ooze is going to pseudopod twice at Annie, because Annie is carving it up. That's going to be 14 and a 9. It's another fucking 5. Does the 14 hit you, Annie? No?
No.
No? Okay. So, next person up is V, followed by Cad.
So there's this like cell block tango type thing that I can see. Like a little.
There is,
in
yeah,
there?
there's a little thingy, there's a little dude.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Okay, roll the hit.
Oh, that was really awful.
Okay.
Does a 9 hit?
Yes, actually.
Wow.
Remember, I told you
Okay.
AC of 10.
Yeah, that
Or
was
sorry,
a
8
3.
of 8. My brain's not working. 10 minus 2,
That
which is
was-
yeah.
That's
Okay,
a
so
3.
3 damage.
Oh no, I rolled a 3. And then for damage, that's 10 total.
10 total. Okay. Yeah, that'll. You turn and spear into it, and as you do that, at this point, so much of the wine has leaked out that you manage to lift upwards, and you just have like this hanging sack of a cell wall of this ooze creature. It's defeated, so you three are officially out of combat.
Is it still
However,
leaking?
it is still like leaking a little bit. If you wanted to like, a little bit.
I want to try it. Yeah.
Yeah. It is a little too sweet for you, but it is
Acidic wine.
very good.
Oh,
Looks
it's
to Callie
all in my
dire.
hair. Oh.
Oh yeah, you are all
It's the
covered. Actually,
dream.
V, you would actually not at all be covered in wine from what you've done this game. The other two are soaked, but you are looking pristine. Okay.
Callie's just gonna turn to V and just like with her wine soaked stuff, just go like, I'm not gonna whine about it.
I love that you're saying that right after you finish choking on a gallon of wine.
Every opportunity is a pun opportunity.
All right. Cadmus, you're up. Luke has run back from you. What are you doing?
Action disengage. I run after Luke,
Mhm.
and then once I catch up to him, put my hand on his shoulder and push him like the action would be like pushing him into the hedge wall, but I'm actually pushing him into the shadows. And then I'm just gonna try and shadow travel somewhere that's not here, and if I can try, get as close to my sister as possible.
Okay. That would take you guys out of initiative, so we can end the battle music.
Nice.
So go ahead, and once that's over,
What is shadow travel? Is that not an action?
That's bonus action.
it's a bonus action.
Because there's
Yeah.
a whole thing.
Jesus.
There's a whole mechanic with it where if you can bonus action like up to an enemy and then you get advantage on the attack.
That is so cool.
Yeah, because well, Misty Step.
Did you say poggers?
It's Misty. It's just reskinned Misty Step is what it is. So roll me the d20 plus your con mod plus your
Okay.
spellcasting mod.
That is a 15 plus 5, so a natural 20.
15 plus 5.
Yes.
Okay. So you grab Luke by the shoulder as he's running forward, and you both teleport, and you almost trip as you land because you've been walking on perfectly flat ground this entire time, but you feel your feet trip over roots, and you look around and you're underneath of a giant willow tree.
Right, well. Close one, huh?
And there are 6 vineyard paths going away from you.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Maya's doing her thing.
Not yet.
what?
Not
Not
yet.
for a second. It's been
What?
less than a minute since you decided to wait.
How? What happened? What? Wow, how?
Well,
what just
What-
happened?
We
How
shadow
are you-
travel, buddy.
We're gonna do 1 second, Bonnie.
Shadow what?
Shadow
Sorry,
travel.
Hold on. Slow things down. Who are you?
I'm Cadmus. What's this?
Okay. Why are you
Okay.
acting like I know you?
Hold on.
Cadmus, as he's saying these things, you're getting the understanding of what's kind of
Yeah.
going on here, that he's not
Okay.
getting what you're saying.
Right.
However, before we continue this interaction, because I want to give proper time to this interaction, I'm going to let you know that we're going to continue this next episode, because we have some...
Okay.
Because I want to give proper time to all of these scenes, and I feel as though we don't have enough time in the current schedule to allow that.
Cool beans.
So I think we'll allow this discussion to happen next episode.
Okay.
Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So while it's a little flat falling, I think that's a good place to end off the episode for now. I appreciate everyone who's joined us.
That
Yeah.
was
End
the
it off
best
with
part.
Luke just being like, "Sorry, who are you?"
We could have
Will
taken
you?
it.
What a way to end it.
We could have taken
It had 50 hit points left.
We could have taken
Oh
it.
my
Wow.
god.
Yeah, well,
Good
I
choice.
didn't
Good
know
choice.
that.
So
I
that's
didn't
gonna
know
go
that,
ahead.
and it was a bad idea.
That's gonna go ahead and be it for the stream. Hannah, are we hosting the paper dungeon later?
Yeah,
now?
we're gonna rate it. So,
Okay.
thank you guys for watching. It was a shorter session today because a few of us had crazy days today.
Yeah.
But we're gonna raid the paper dungeon. They're doing Between the Rows. This is the second to last episode. Next week is the finale. So, thank you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.